quick, and then I'll let you guys give a really brief intro to your characters, and we'll kick it off with the game. You guys all see the handout?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Welcome to the Matrix. This is a very simple game designed to be RP heavy and action packed. There shouldn't be more than 10 to 15 minutes go by where there isn't a gunfight, martial arts showdown, chase scene, or some sort of other fireworks. To that end, it's going to be really up to the players to help keep things moving and drive things along. You're going to need to be really like descriptive with your checks because they're very simple D6 dice rolls. So first, there's the different skill levels. So there's the matrix ability. That's this overall stat. And this is your skill to manipulate both yourself and the world around you while you're in the matrix. It's reliant upon just a D6. And for PCs, usually ranges from 1 to 5. You guys, I think you guys are all 2s. So this is your matrix skill. You need to roll under that. Other skills come easy in the matrix. So you guys are all pretty good at pretty much everything. But you'll all find a handful of skills that you are especially trained in. These just kind of represent your natural like ability or any extra training you took. There's two other things I want to mention really quickly. If you look at your character sheet, you'll see body chips and you'll see your matrix chip. Okay, the way body chips work are basically those are your hit points. If an opponent attacks you and is successful, they will remove at least one body chip. Now you can also spend those to give yourself an automatic skill success, or you can donate those to your comrades in a dire situation. The way the matrix chip works is spending that will give you an automatic matrix success. What's more, you still make your normal rolls. So you have the potential to spend your matrix chip, make your roll, and if you had a double success on your roll plus your matrix chip, that's like the best possible thing you can do in the game. And for that round, you can basically be Neo. You can do anything you want. So without further ado, let's get started. Let's see
here. Can you release my bio? Because I don't see it.
Oh, yeah, let me do that for you.
Same for Mudge, please.
Show them what they are.
I think you were just going to make up some stuff.
Put some T-Flow in my weave.
Yeah, we can make stuff up too. I don't care.
Yours should be already saved with you, Mudge.
It's under like what, deal and fate?
No, bio and info, right?
It's empty.
I'll figure it out in a second.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah. Is everything in place?
You weren't supposed to relieve me.
I know, but I felt like taking a shift.
You like him, don't you? You like watching him.
Don't be ridiculous.
We're gonna kill him. You understand that?
Morpheus believes he is the one.
Do you?
Doesn't matter what I believe.
You know, Olivia.
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Are you sure this line is clean?
Yeah, of course I'm sure.
I better go.
Are we in the shit right now or in the Matrix?
Open it up. As the camera opens up from the Matrix logo over its black background, it regains focus over a nondescript but barely green-tinted apartment door number 9. You're in a 10-story apartment building, and you are in the Matrix. The morning was uneventful. The crew of the Ulysses had made safe harbor, jacked in, and gone after that mad genius's last recruit. The new recruit was supposed to be a disenfranchised banker, but the new recruit instead had come to your door, madly psychotic and brandishing a combat shotgun. "You'll never get near me! No! Never!" He shot his weapon through the apartment door, causing you to drop to a knee. Inside, you hear music playing. No, you'll never take me, never alive. The Matrix, it has me. And then you heard crying, and then another shotgun blast. Then an eerie silence. But the silence didn't last long. It was soon followed by police sirens. Damn. Then your phone rang. I'm sorry. We've been compromised. Quickly. Move across the street to the parking garage. There's a phone on the 6th floor. I'll contact you once inside. After that, it was a mad dash as the sirens and the police lights closed in around you. Still, that stupid music in your head, because no one can shake the Matrix. Eventually, out of breath perhaps, you cross the street and enter the parking garage. It's mostly empty. There's a car here and there, mostly high-end vehicles. There's a BMW M5, black with tinted windows, a silver Mercedes-Benz SL 550. There's also a Range Rover and a few other foreign cars in sight. Your phone rings again, a calm voice this time. Ah, good. You made it. The area is, shall we say, congested. Now please, get to the 6th floor. I advise you take the steps. My scans are telling me the agents are in the area. Good luck. Welcome, friends, to the Matrix. I hope you get out alive. All right. So you guys find yourself in this parking garage. You just came in from outside. It's raining and it's dark out. On your way over, you saw like flashing lights as a lot of police are kind of seemingly to converge on the area.
Oh shit, man, we gotta get out of here.
Yes. We must go to the stairway. Where is it?
So you look at the far end of the parking garage, and there is a stairway there.
And gonna start sprinting towards that. This way.
Mudge follows with heavy footsteps.
Mindex would take up the rear with her gun, looking to secure their escape.
So you guys enter the stairwell, and you're heading up the stairwell as fast as you can. And suddenly, from on the stairwell, just like you circle the corner, and you see 2 security guards. They kind of pop into view. They're just like, "Freeze! Stop!" They kind of point your guns at you. They're obviously nervous.
How far away? Are they right next to us, or?
They're like you're coming up and there's a landing, and then you would turn left to go up the stairwell again. They're at the top of that one, so one flight above you.
Mendax wants to rush full speed and Kung Fu chop them across the neck.
Okay. So Mendex.
Mudge. So you should have access to him. Let me see. Let me just break your token out here.
No, I do have access to him. It's just that I don't have any bio on him, so I can't give. I don't know what the introduction is. I'll just make that up.
Oh, that was it's in the character sheet. It's in the character sheet.
I mean my deal and my fate, correct?
Yeah. They're very bare bones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can work with that.
Yeah, that's pretty simple. So if you click on your little icon I put up there, Mudge.
Mm-hmm.
If you click on it, you'll see there's that little macro up top. And so
Yes,
what you want to do is just do the Kung Fu. So make your first roll there.
I just saw his thing. I would like to do Gun Fu instead of Kung Fu.
Okay.
Because I shoot first and ask questions later, and I'm a big guy.
That's right.
And anything that stands in front of me is just going to get fucking barreled all the way down.
All right.
So I'm going to run full speed into them. Last minute, pull my guns out, jump high in the air, and do a 360 air twist and shoot both of them in the head.
Both of them?
Oh man.
Okay. Let's see what you get.
Mudge goes big or goes home, yo. And most of the time it's in a body bag if he goes back home.
Did you click it?
Yes, I haven't clicked. So should I do athletics first to do the run up?
Yeah, you don't need to do that.
Okay, then do I just directly do the gunfu?
Nope, there's if you click on your token,
Mm-hmm.
some macros should be at the top.
Yes, I see athletics, dry fly, gunfu, hack, kung fu.
Just click your gun fu there.
Awesome. Here we go.
So here's how to interpret this.
Okay.
So there's 3 different levels of the success. So there's 4. So there's failure. This is your first one. Your first level of success is you succeed on your skill roll, which you did. You had to roll under 6. You rolled a 5. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to at least do 1 of damage to one of them. Now,
Okay.
Your matrix skill is I think yours is only 1, so you would have to roll under a 2. You
Okay.
rolled a 6 on that, so
Okay.
you're successful. So what happens here is you run up the steps, you jump, and you put your guns next to him. The guy on your right, his brains just get exploded against the wall of the parking garage, and everybody below you can just hear the gunshots go off, and they're just super, super loud. His partner, however, ducks at the last minute when he brings his pistol up near your body and is going to take a shot.
Okay.
All right. So what you'll see here is for them, they don't have a matrix, so I'll show you how this is going to work.
Sweet.
So he'll click his gun, and see how his says matrix less than 1, like that would never be successful. And his skill with the pistol was 3, so he would have to roll a 3 or under. He didn't do that, so he's all shaken because there's some mad man with a trench coat that came up, and he misses it, goes right past your left temple.
Sweet. So now I react to that. Is that, or does somebody else go off?
Somebody else can go.
Perfect.
Mendax would just kind of peer around the corner and release a controlled burst from her rifle or her machine gun. I suppose it is.
All right, you can click on your full size token. It should work still.
And I'm doing gunfu. 2.
So you had a skill success as well. So this guy just, you see red explode from his chest. He staggers back. He slumps lifeless against the wall of the parking garage. At this point, you don't hear anything else up the stairwell.
Fuck, I don't hear anything at all. All this shooting. Fucking ears are done.
We must keep going. Now.
So as you head up the rest of the stairwell, you sprint for it. I want everyone to make an athletics check.
Fuck that.
I didn't even see you roll it.
It's above yours.
Wait, did I roll?
All right.
There.
Yes, I see spazzes. Are we supposed to be rolling matrix rolls or skill rolls?
Just so
Mhm.
athletics. It's just athletics. That matrix check is just your matrix die. Because for some challenges, like if it's story specific, you will actually only have to succeed at the matrix. Like if you're trying to leap across the building or something like that. So just click your regular athletics.
Oh, I just clicked the button and that's what happened.
Yes, you did it correctly. So you failed. Mendax actually failed. Shitty. Ghost.
I failed. We all fucking failed.
We all fucking failed.
So
It's the body. It's the blood tripping us up.
So on your next check, you guys are going to have to disregard your matrix stat. So it's going to be a skill check only. As you arrive at the top of the steps, you're really winded. So you guys get to the top of the parking garage, and as you do so, you see across the way there's like a red, like British style old school phone booth. You sprint across through the rain. You finally get there, and as you do, you hear some like a voice over a bullhorn, and it's like, "Give up now! Stop! You're surrounded. Surrender now. You'll be treated kindly." Then you can hear this helicopter start to circle overhead, and you actually can see it rise, like over the side of the parking garage. This helicopter starts to rise up into the air. So it's now it's towering above you. It's starting to search around with these searchlights, and then from the other end of the parking garage, you hear a bunch of running boots, and up this exit, like, come these guys with flashlights that look like they're dressed in this SWAT gear. And you guys all check them out. However, as you turn back to your phone booth to get in, you just find a cement wall.
well, fuck.
Shit. They changed something.
Oh shit! Let me see what I can do. Fuck. Can I now? This might be impossible, but I would like to kill two birds with one stone. So, am I able to somehow hack this helicopter and slam it into the fucking SWAT team that's on this roof?
There's not really anywhere to connect into anything to get a hacking signal, unfortunately, right now.
Well, you guys can handle this one then, I guess.
Mindax nods towards the helicopter and says, "If we can get in, we leave."
Bud says affirmative.
So can Mindax try to leap onto the helicopters and grab a hold of the landing gear and pull herself up? Is that something she could try to do?
Yeah. So the way it works is your base move is basically 5. Okay, 5 squares.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can make an athletics check. If you succeed in that, you can move 10. If you get a matrix success, you can move 15. If you get a double success on the athletics, it's basically that you're pulling off all these slick moves and can bounce around the map at will on that move. So I want you to roll athletics to see how far, if you can get there.
Okay. Looks like not.
Matrix. I was below it too, never mind.
Looks like not. You can head 5 squares in that direction though if you want to.
I'll just go down here and kind of take cover.
After hearing that, I'm going to... If that's your move, I don't want to interrupt you. I'm also going to sprint for the helicopter.
All right. We want to have the SWAT guys go first here, or one of them at least.
Okay.
I'm just going to mark you so we know that you went. And so these guys, this one's 1, 2, 3, 4. He's just going to post up here. All right, you guys are up again.
Okay. Mudge is gonna. You said 5 feet, 5 meters of movement.
Yeah, but every time you move, you can make an athletics check, and it'll tell you how far you can go.
I think Spaz wanted to do something, didn't he?
Oh, sure. Go ahead, Spaz.
Alright. Yeah, I'm going to take a sprint there. Do I have to move and then check, you said?
Yeah, so just roll your athletics.
You disregard your matrix for this one though because we failed the last athletics thing. Going up the stairs.
Oh boy. I'm looking for something.
You
Oh,
guys
wait.
are rolling shit.
Oh, well, I guess I trip, and maybe I'm like, all fucking up. Who is it? Medoc shit, like right next to her feet in the car. I'm just messing up the whole day.
Is that it?
Oh yeah, that's all I can do.
You guys can break up your move too. Like, so you can move to shoot, then move the other ones, if that makes sense. So.
Okay.
All right. Let me see my other SWAT guy here. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He doesn't have a shot on anybody yet. Okay. You guys are up.
Mudge would like to move there, right behind that orange car.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
But you only said 5 meters, correct?
Roll athletics and see.
Okay. Under 6, 3.
Yep. So you can move 10.
I can move 10.
You can move 10 if you want.
I move 3. That's 7. Like I kind of flip over the car, come running, land on my feet, come across.
And for effect, there's like cover fire going on from the SWAT team. He's running across. There's like bullets going to the pavement.
Perfect. And I'm going to basically give my team some covering fire with my gun fu and try and hit these guys on the other side of the yellow car.
Okay.
Take those motherfuckers.
Yeah,
out.
they have a cover, so we're going to increase your die by 1 just manually.
Oh, sure. In that case, what about these guys? Can I get these guys who are right out in the open?
Yeah, you can get those.
Perfect. So, Mudge loves some carnage. Here comes the gun fu.
Nice.
Oh, yes. So, I still have 3 meters of movement. Yes.
You hit. Which one do you hit?
This guy. This guy here.
So that's the top.
Either one on the top or the bottom. So, yeah. So I roll my athletics check. I come from behind the orange car across to the gray blue car in a hail of gunfire. I then shoot this guy. While I'm doing that, I'm then going to move across, like head standing across to this car, like a Z move.
Like as you're moving, right? You're shooting.
As I'm moving,
Yeah.
like you know how he does the headstand where they basically flip, and then while they're in the middle of the flip they shoot. I'm doing that.
Yep. All right. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And does he have a shot on anybody? No, I'll just say. All right, he's going. You're behind cover.
Me?
Mudge is right. You're behind cover.
Yes, I'm behind cover.
So he's going to do less than 5. So it would have been. So he would have still success. So you get 1 hit. So this guy advances. He sees you duck behind that car. He's peppering that car with bullets, and a piece of shrapnel just comes up and digs into your shoulder. So give yourself. Let me here. I'll take care of it.
Okay, perfect.
You're pretty. Boom. So you take 1.
It's like
All right. You guys are up.
Oh shit. Alright, I might as well see if I. Oh, I can definitely move 10. Okay. Alright, so. I want to move. If I can move 10, so starting from here. I'm gonna go here first into the open, so that'd be 4. .6. Alright, now, is there anything I gotta roll to see if there's like the gas tanks are exposed over here towards where I'm coming, or where I can see on any of these cars? Like the gas, I can see where the gas cap is.
They are. They're exposed. You notice it.
I'm gonna take a shot at it as I pass by.
Yep, your difficulty is just gonna be 1 higher.
Alright,
One little tick, which is, it just basically treats your skill as 1 lower, if that makes any sense.
that's fine, yeah. Alright, so.
Boom, you hit it.
And then run in to cover here and get down. I guess what effect does that have then?
This thing explodes as you run past, and outright kills the one who's already wounded, and the one next to it is kind of thrown back, and that team of 2, one of them's dead.
Yeah, get fucked, dweebs! Woo! Jump behind the car and just smile at Mudge.
Mudge gives like a thumbs up, but it's like, it's a how do you say, a Yakuza thumbs up, which is kind of parallel to the ground. The thumb is parallel to the ground.
Last SWAT team member, team of 2, is like, get down! 1, 2, 4, 5. And as he moves, he peppers where Weave just ducked behind that car, and they're going to take a shot, treating it as 1 level higher. So that's a miss. And that's a miss as well, so both of them miss.
I am invincible.
So is that everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now I want somebody just to roll a d4.
I guess I will.
So as this helicopter's circling overhead, it's circling, and Weave out the corner of his eye sees like a gunner appear over the side, and lets loose a flurry of machine gun fire on Weave's position. Oops. Let's try this again. That's fine. Let me look at this. All right, that would succeed. So I want you just to do a matrix roll. Okay. So this is your matrix reflexes, trying to dodge this machine gun. Oh, so how are you gonna play that? So this machine gunner's like.
I see it out of the corner of my eye, and I put my hand on the ground, get my feet in the air. I've done this simulation many times, and I just break dance out of the way of that shit.
Capoeira style.
Yep, just bouncing above the ground, fucking spinning around, and I come down to rest, and like as I just finished doing the worm, basically, and pop back behind the car because I remember where I am. But I'm sweating balls because that was actually pretty close.
Mudge gives you the full thumbs up at this point.
All right, and you guys are up again on round 2.
I guess if we're going in the same initiative, Mindax is gonna.
So Matt, you
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to shoot the gunner out of the helicopter at this point.
All right, that's a straight up matrix check.
Ooh.
So close.
Almost.
Gotta be under. So close.
So there's the gunner up in the helicopter is just peppering bullets down everybody, and he's like, whoo, he ducks inside as the bullet whizzes past him, but then you can see it's right back on his 50 cal or whatever it is. And you can move if you want.
I'll move just to separate us so we don't like both get hit at the same time with something.
Can I put in a bid to go next here? I got something.
Let's see here.
Alright.
So these guys, he's doing it. This guy. Let's go a little closer. And it's just one of them at this point. His buddy leaves laying dead there right next to him, and he ducks behind this car, and Weave sees flying towards him a cylindrical object. And it lands next to him. Now, what you want to do now, so basically a grenade landed pretty close to your feet, Weave. So I want you to make an athletics check to see if you can get out of the way.
Sure can, buddy.
All right. Oh, double success. So you get a free move action.
Can I just throw it back with that?
Throw it back. Do thrown.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
No.
Blows up in your hand.
Oh shit!
No, it's fine. It just misses. So behind this guy, it explodes.
You gotta try harder than that, bitch!
All right, you guys are up.
You mind if I do this one?
Go ahead.
Oh, I would like to use my Matrix chip and just succeed on jumping into the helicopter off the top of this car if I can.
All right. So your Matrix is in play, so you get a free Matrix success, but you still do an athletics roll.
Oh, fuck, here we go. Oh, baby.
Nice.
Okay, that's the best possible thing you can get. So remove your Matrix chip. And how are you going to do this? What do you want to do? I can let you even. It's just RP it.
So I look, the helicopter just took a shot at me, and I see that Mendex misses, and I'm like, we gotta get this shit done. So I just hop over the car and all slow-mo, and I plant my foot into my right foot, dominant foot into the hood, and then just push off hard, just maybe walking through the air as I'm going up towards it.
She was like doing that Air Jordan jump towards the helicopter.
Mm-hmm. And just get right up in the back part of the car, the plane, the helicopter with the guys, and maybe smile and say, "Hey, what's up?"
So you land next to it. The gunner looks at you, is like, "What?" And then what do you do?
Oh shit! If I can kick him out, I will.
You kick him out.
So roll kung fu for that.
Sure.
Oh, I said Matrix.
All right. So how you gonna do that? That's better than a regular success.
I kick him into the guy who threw a grenade at me.
So this guy, okay. So that's what happens. Is this guy gets slow motion? You just blow him out of the helicopter. He's flying through the rain, and then the guy on the ground. There's a cutscene. He looks up, and just one of them lands on the other. Both of them are knocked out, and they both catch on fire from this explosion. Now Wee's up in the helicopter to say.
Yeah, I think that's a good enough turn.
All right. SWAT team boys. They're getting a little nervous.
What the fuck?
They're going to do some cover and move. They're going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same thing. Mudge now sees a grenade arc up in the air through the rain towards him.
Oh, fuck.
It lands far north of his position, though, and explodes. Nothing happens. All right, you guys are up.
Okay, Marge is going to do the same thing. He's going to run this time against Z across to this green car here, and while he's running, he's going to shoot at the SWAT who threw the bomb, threw the grenade at him.
Make it so, sir.
And as he's doing that, Mudge is gonna say, "You gotta try harder than that, son."
So as you run past, two of them turn on you. They're firing, and one of them gets a bullet through the eye. Falls dead.
And I'm now here and taking cover.
Alright, I'm gonna roll an athletics. Assuming you're done.
Yes,
wait.
I'm done. Enter.
The police has to go there, right?
Yeah, it's the SWAT guys. So he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're going to fire at Mudge. So we got a miss and a miss. So they run forward, they kneel down in front of this truck, and they kind of peek around, firing at you, but they don't have a good angle, and they all miss.
Sweet.
All right.
I'm gonna do an athletics check to see how close I can get.
Yep. Nothing.
Alright, can't get that close, so I'm gonna run to the car in front of me and take a pop shot at one of them. With my Luger.
Yeah, let me see which one.
I
The one on top is only a single soldier. The one on the bottom are two soldiers.
Alright, I'll take a shot at the single soldier.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So that usually would be 2 damages. So I'll let you swing your aim to the left and take out one on the other team as well if you want.
Most definitely, yeah.
How's that look?
He's gonna jet out of the blue car, yelling something along the lines of "Kujiro," and then swing his pistol left, take one out to the neck, and swing it back the other direction, and fire repeatedly into his chest as he takes cover behind the SWAT vehicle.
So there's like only one guy left at this point, so he's slipping out. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is everybody gone?
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
So normally the helicopter would go the gunner, but at this point, Weave kind of feels the helicopter kind of lift to the right, and he just hears the pilot be like, "What's going on back there?"
Oh, just taking on new passengers, and I'm gonna try
And
to
the
make my
helicopter
way to the.
just kind of lifts over the battlefield. And you guys are up.
So I'm thinking either I go first or Mudge goes first. It's up to you.
It's fine.
Because there's like dude on the ground and that could fuck someone up. So
Maybe try to kill the dude first.
yeah. So Mudge, if you're gonna.
Get him, Mudgy.
Mudgy? Okay. So Mudgy is basically gonna jump up on the car and come down hard on the dude. Basically, Mudge is gonna bring his knee down on this guy's face, such that the guy goes prone on the ground. Mudge's knee on his face. Kung Fu plus Gun Fu, and then Mudge is gonna basically headshot him at close range.
Make
So
it so.
what should I roll for that? Kung Fu
Just
followed
roll.
by Gun Fu?
Just run gun fu once.
Awesome. Here it comes.
Huh.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
And the last moment while Mudge tries to do that, he pulls his shoulder which has already been shot. instead of hitting the guy with his knee, he just kind of gets caught up in the car and just goes tumbling down.
So this guy This guy's like, he thinks he's done for. Something happens. Mudge rolls off of him in the rain. He reaches into his tactical vest for his knife, brings it out, tries to make a swipe at Mudge. So succeeds. So one success. So Mudge gets to do athletics.
Sweet. So
And
Mudge,
you're able to get out of the way.
awesome. So Mudge does the whole kung fu from the floor, prone, stand up, and then kind of hits the arm off before the knife can slice him.
All right. PCs are up.
If anyone else wants to, I can. I know what I'm gonna do. So.
Go for it.
Well, this is probably a bad idea in hindsight, but I'm just gonna shoot the fucking pilots and then try to take control of the helicopter. I don't do hostage negotiation, so.
So you can do that. You can do that as a free action. I'll let you shoot them.
Mm-hmm.
So how's that look? So
After I say, I would just take on new passengers. I just swoop up there and put my gun to the side of his head and just blow his brains out from the side of the cockpit. And there's a co-pilot, same thing.
So yeah, there's a cut shot of the canopy, and over the canopy you just hear a gunshot, and then there's two red just starbursts just.
And then I
The
immediately,
helicopter starts to drop altitude.
I immediately throw him out of the way and get on the controls to see if I can salvage this situation.
All right,
That
do I
would be
fly?
Yeah. Oh God, thank you.
So this thing is going down to the parking garage, and suddenly just starts to gain altitude again as Weave grabs the control and brings it up.
And
Tiflo is
I'm gonna-
likely happy since he was right underneath the helicopter.
I'm gonna hold it at a hover for now until they deal with this guy, and then just land and let
Okay.
someone who actually knows how to do this shit. Because this is literally the seat of my pants. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. So,
Four's not bad.
I had to roll 3 or under.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not my forte. I've
50-50.
seen it on TV a couple times. So I'm just gonna hold it in a hover as best I can before I land it and let someone real take over.
Who's next?
So both to get away from the crazy helicopter and to help out my boy Weave, I'm gonna run up to the remaining SWAT member and kung fu his ass. Let's see. He kung fu's me.
No, you
Oh no, he did. I got it.
You
know
got it.
kung fu.
So you run up and just clock him one. Is that what you
Yeah.
kick him in the face?
Yeah, my foot will sail over his barrel and into his eyes.
Nice. Oops.
Oh shit! Oh no! They deleted it. They edited it out of the Matrix. I'm in the data. It's where I've always wanted to be.
Dickie's almost here. Keep going.
So as that last one goes down, you still hear the sirens. You still hear a lot of commotion from down below the parking garage. But now you're faced with you look upwards and there's just a helicopter silhouetted against the night sky. And in the cockpit, you guys look up and you can see Weave just grinning like a I don't know what. A whore.
Mad monkey.
Cheshire Cat, man. Cheshire Cat style grin.
Yeah, so he's up there.
I land this. If I can find a decent amount of space up here, somehow I'll land this bitch and then.
Yeah, you can land it or bring it down close enough for people to climb in if they need to.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'll land it. I'm playing it safe, and then I don't trust myself. I'm gonna leave the controls over to someone who can fly. Probably Mendax if her fly is good. I think it is.
Mm-hmm. Mendax is like, you scared me.
And I just shoot her the finger gun and say, "Hey, baby, never got to worry about weave."
And she looks down at her gun and she's like, "This thing's broke," and like throws it on the ground and heads up to the cockpit.
Am I supposed to fix that? What the fuck?
So Mendex, like, as she's climbing up to the cockpit, she's like, there's bits of skull and brain everywhere.
And she looks over at Weave and she's like, "Made a mess in here."
Shit, I'm known for making messes, but I clean up real good.
She rolls her eyes.
I shake my head and I guess sit in co-pilot's chair so that I might further annoy my pilot.
Mudge jumps in as well after them and takes Stitch right behind the 50 cal.
And
There you go.
Tiefling follows, briefly lighting a cigarette as he waits for the takeoff.
So you guys all sit in the helicopter as Mendex slowly gains altitude, and you guys fly this thing off into the night sky, and then who would you say is the leader of this group? You can talk about it amongst yourselves. I think just one person has leadership or presence the most. I can't remember who. Let me look.
I have leadership of 5.
Yeah, so I think it's you then.
Christian ain't me.
I wished it was not me, but Mendex, yeah, good.
Yeah, so the cell phone on Mendex's starts to ring.
We have cell phones. She grabs it and flips it open.
It's like a Nokia flip phone, right?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Or she doesn't flip. It's just it's one of those Nokia ones with the lights on it. There's no flip.
I can flip that for you.
I really pondered like putting my video feed on so I could have my headset be like the operator or whatever.
Nice. And go for it. I can turn it on.
He's like, "It's the operator. Thank God you guys are still alive. There's agents not far behind you. What are you doing?"
Need an exit.
And I'm picking up. You hear a bunch of beeping and typing on the keyboard. You're traveling at a high velocity. What are you doing?
We're in a helicopter. Enough small chat or small talk. Get us to an exit, please.
Helicopter that I stole.
That he stole, and she like begrudgingly like rolls her eyes at it.
He's like, "Oh, man, point taken. I've worked with this team long enough to know not to ask too many questions." And he's like, "Okay, I'm scanning. All right, listen, since you're a helicopter, we're going to put you right down in Central Park. There's a phone there. Right now, it's not too congested. Both agents on the premises, you know they're not far behind."
And she just hangs up and heads towards Central Park.
So you guys pilot this thing over the parking garage. Like, as you look down at the parking garage, there's like, it was just encircled with police cars. There's just lights everywhere. You fly over the city skyline, and far in the distance is like this single, like, dark space in the whole city. That's Central Park. But then you hear, and around from a side of a building is another helicopter.
And she yells back, "Mudge, give us some room."
And is my gun pointed in the direction that the helicopter is in right now?
It is.
Perfect. So Mudge is standing with the 50 cal. He's like, his body's like a tripod. His legs spread apart. Fucking ramrods. He just looks dead center at the oncoming helicopter and just starts firing away. Where's Mudge? Mudge is there. Gun fu.
God damn it, Mudge.
God damn it.
Oh,
The
Mudge.
descriptions don't match the actions.
You were too stiff.
So even in the nighttime, you can see this helicopter just banks to the side and just like goes around the building and like swings around your port side and starts to gain distance on you. You know that this thing is being piloted by some sort of ace. So I want to make a roll here. All right, so it starts to gain on you, and so I want the pilot to make a pilot check.
Oh, fuck me, Mendax. Not like that anyway.
Poof.
So this thing starts to gain on you, but you speed up a little bit and you maintain your distance, and you're continuing on towards Central Park.
Mudge kind of screams over the rotors, like, does this tin can have any missiles on it?
Does it?
No.
Oh, shit.
She just shakes her head and keeps bearing down towards Central Park.
Well, here I go. Well, shit, man, I got this, and I'm gonna take a shot at it. I don't care how far it is. I'll lean out the side. Fuck it, man.
Go for it, man. Go for it, man. Go for it, Rodney. Yeah, you hit it. So as you do that, you can. It's close enough that you have a good visual on it, and one of the like the canopies, like one of these things, one of the windshields, just bursts, and the thing starts to lose altitude.
Who the fuck am I? Oh,
You are the chosen one.
me, baby.
You're in a movie, baby.
You're
Okay.
you're just a really annoying chosen one.
And I'm just gonna pat Mudge on the shoulder. One day I'll teach you everything I know, man.
And Mindex, as she has been doing for a while, rolls her eyes, and she says something to the effect of, "Don't get too cocky. We're not out of here yet."
And then you hear a gunshot ring out of the night, and you see a shape, just like Weave did. A black shape leans out the side of the helicopter and returns fire on him. Barely misses. Fuck. God damn it.
Dream team.
It goes through your jacket or whatever, but misses you.
Oh shit, that's pretty close. All right, then we can play chicken a bit, and I'll shoot back at him. I guess. I mean,
So
I can
Mudge
just let it
is gonna.
stand.
Why don't you take
Yeah.
a shot with a 50 cal?
Yeah,
Awesome.
there you go.
Here we go. Mudge is now going to keep his body loose, like loosey-goosey. And he's going to try this time with the loose approach.
Loose anus. The loose anus approach works.
It works!
Hurts less if it's loose.
As you get closer to the park, this last shot shatters that other windshield, and you see it loses altitude, and just clips the top of a building, and the rotors just comes apart.
And she's like, "Good shooting," and continues to fly.
Watch me do it once, and he picks it up like nothing.
So from behind you, you leave all the commotion. You don't see any police cars underneath you. You're on the other side of the city, and you see a nice calm area to lay down, and you're closing on the coordinates that the operator gave you.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it down as close as possible to the coordinates. So she
So you-
basically takes the stick and just like pushes it straight down, and you kind of like, or like forward nose down as you like descend towards the wherever the phone booth would be.
So as you do that, like the helicopter lands, you shut down the rotors. It gets more or less quiet, and like there's like joggers and stuff in Central Park, and they're just like, "What the fuck?" They're like stopping, just kind of looking at you, all awestruck. There's like a yuppie couple in yoga pants. There's like a guy in a hoodie out on a walk with his dog, and across the park you see the phone booth you guys need to get to.
I'm running as fast as I can towards it. She says,
Say,
"Go now!" She grabs her shitty assault weapon that hasn't been firing very straight.
Mudge also runs out towards the direction Mendax pointed.
Yeah, same thing.
As T-Flow runs by the jogger, he's going to mention that they can have the helicopter.
All yours, buddy.
So, as you guys, let's see here. As you guys take off running,
Oh no.
a couple of these, like, the two yuppie people with the units, like, they pick these, you see these two guys, and they're like, there they are, targeted acquired. I want every check as they break into a
You're cutting out.
like a blur
You're
through the
you're
rain.
cutting out. Say it again.
There you
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. So this couple just pixelate and they turn into these two agents and they break off into a dead sprint behind you. They're like target acquire, destroy them. So I want everybody to make an athletics.
My favorite role. Oh shit! Where's my character?
Yeah, we need our tokens out here
you need
to.
tokens again.
Yeah, I
go.
think
Keeping
so.
that roll.
Grab it. Let's see.
I lost to my matrix and
I was looking for one of them. I think we lost you, Weave. We lost somebody. Who we lose? Mendax.
No, what do you mean? I'm right here.
That'd be a fail.
What do you mean?
It's
Your token.
Yeah, I don't see any tokens out here.
yeah, okay, here we go.
Oh, there they are.
out there.
And I'm just doing matrix here. I already rolled my one. Oh baby! What the fuck? See you guys later. Holy shit!
So I rolled a 1 on my athletics.
Athletics. There's athletics at the top, guys.
Well, I had rolled because I didn't have the token out, so I rolled athletics.
okay.
Yeah, when I'm rolling, I'm getting an error. You attempted to roll a command looking for the value of a selected token, but no token was selected. Okay, my bad.
I fucking
Alright, here we go.
double one to this
There we go. Not good.
Oh my god.
All right. Everybody, just note your levels of successes.
Double. So
Who got double?
I did. We've got double.
So we have Weave. Weave's out in front.
Mudge got the single. He just got the skill check pass.
Mudge got single.
Single. T-Flow.
And what did Mendax get?
Fail, fail.
Oh no.
Oh no. Not very good.
So as they run off, one of these guys kind of stops and he starts saying something into a cell phone. The other one sprints right beside, starts to catch up. Let's see what he does. God, he's fuck. Oh, he get it. He got matrix success. So he runs, and one of the agents actually catches up to Mendex and like gives her a shove. She goes flying through the air, lands on the ground, prone.
Can Mudge react to that?
What's that?
Is he in front of us now?
No, he like picture a bunch of gazelles with a lion chasing them, and Mendex was the straggler.
Yeah, Mendex was the slowest gazelle.
Yeah, but
I was the baby gazelle.
Did the Matrix hit like flinging in front of us somehow?
No,
Can Mudge react to that shove? That
absolutely.
so Mudge, while he's running around, he's just going to whip like a 180, and he's starting to run backwards, and he's going to start shooting at the agent, trying to buy Mendax some time to get up and run.
All right,
Come
Gung Fu.
on. Gun Fu. Do this shit. God damn it. Just a skill pass.
Yeah, single success. All right, let me see what he rolls.
Single success. No, double
No
success.
double.
What the
You don't fuck with agents. I'm gonna try to go help Mendex up if I can, because this is
So-
not
so-
good.
You distracted him at least a little bit, so he's bent over Mendex, just getting ready just to give her one of those supersonic fists to the ground. When he looks up and sees that Mudge is firing, and he just does that thing where he's moving all around,
Sweet.
breaks into bullet time, and he just dodges all the bullets. All right, who's going to help her?
I am. I'm running over there to help get her up because you don't fuck with agents. So we're just trying to get out at this point.
All right, athletics.
Oh, I'm not gonna repeat that double.
Oh shit.
Matrix though.
Matrix.
No, under. Had to be under. Had to be 2. Yeah, I fucked that.
So you get to her, you start to help her up, and she's just kind of like stunned, and so you're kind of trying to drag her, but you're just kind of sitting there right in front of the agent.
And the agent's on him.
Tiflo hasn't gone, and who else hasn't gone?
Is an agent on top of him?
I haven't
No.
I haven't gotten up. I mean, since I did my athletics, just haven't done anything.
Yeah, she's still prone. Weave is like trying to help her up, but he's just not fast enough, and the agent is right next to him.
Can I get up?
Yeah, you haven't moved yet, so you get your full turn.
Yeah, so she kips up and like spins away from the agent and aims her gun at him and just compresses the trigger and tries to shoot him. And yells back, "Go, I said! Now!" Gun Fu.
Single success.
He's gonna god mode this shit.
Matrix success. Same thing happens. Just totally misses him.
Okay, well.
He
Continue,
misses him,
sorry.
though.
Oh, seeing all this happen, I'll immediately run straight up to the agent, cursing, and again yell at everyone to move your ass as I engage the agent.
As we all stand here and try to fight this fucking guy.
I love it.
Oh, baby!
Nice.
Double?
Let's see what he
A
does.
little kung fu. He doesn't.
So you got a double success, and he got a matrix success. You still actually did 1 damage on him.
Yeah. How about broke his cell phone?
So this is like this would be like legendary in the Matrix world. That you're fighting this guy, you're going so fast, and there's a slow motion, and your fist just connects with them, knocks his shades off. They're broken. and his cell phone falls to the ground and cracks.
He
turns to you
mad.
and says, "Now I am feeling perturbed." Is everybody
Marge.
gone?
Yes.
Yes.
T-Flow just hit him.
Yes.
Yes.
He drops his gun, goes all kung fu on you.
Shit. His kung fu ain't that good though. Pretty Matrix.
All right.
Big
Matrix
fair.
success.
Just double again. You're fine.
Now you roll. Now T-Flow rolls his.
Oh shit.
Skill
So
success.
single success. So you take one. You take 1 damage. So
Noted.
you're so- I can adjust it for you if you want.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was running it on the pad.
I got it. So boom, hit to the solar plexus. You're like, oh, you're totally winded. Now it's everybody else's turn.
I'm gonna help my boy.
So Mudge is going to give covering fire.
Get out of here.
Gunfu. Fuck. Skill success.
He can still fuck up.
Yeah, you could.
Oh no, he sure can't.
So double.
Oh my god.
And he actually. So I'm guessing you're kind of running at the same time you're firing and stuff.
Yes. Yes.
So he leaves and like starts heading your way.
And Mudge says, "Come at me, motherfucker. We can do this all night long."
Oh baby.
Okay. Who's next?
We've
I'm gonna yell.
pussy when it comes to agents, so yeah, I'll let you go next. I'll go. Yeah, go ahead, Spaz. Cause I don't know what the fuck I'm
Man, I'm gonna tell Mendax to get the hell out of here, along with everyone else. As I stand there and see, I just want to react to anyone reacting on us. So
Okay.
I'll continue to engage the agent.
All right.
Oh no.
Single success.
Single success.
Single success.
So you guys are in the rain doing that thing, just kicks, punches, just block, like really probably not effective, but theatrical kind of martial arts stuff.
Oh yeah.
And the other three have a chance to break free.
I am. Yeah, I'm dipping out. Tifo's like, yeah, get out of here. Okay, no problem. See ya. And I'm gone. I'm fucking out. So I'm going for the. I'll roll athletics. I'm going for the fucking booth. Oh my god.
You make it to the booth, but you're so winded, like you can't pick up the phone to talk. It's like you're like some hacker that doesn't get any exercise.
Yeah, I'm hacking right now.
So you're at the phone though.
Thank God.
And Mendax's turn.
Mendax is pissed at T-Flow, and she said, "I said leave," and she basically tries to hit the agent with the butt of her rifle. Both my skills are the same, so whatever.
If we lose you, we lose.
Oh,
Oh, nope. You had to roll a 1. Gotta be less than 2 for the main.
Mendax's matrix stat isn't as good.
yeah, it's bad.
Tilted 1, baby.
Roll high. Roll pretty high. Yep,
Oh, you got
I
him.
got him.
So he's like, he turns like, what? Crack! He gets cracked. Stumbles a little bit. Buys you all some time.
Kicking this shit out of some Asians.
Has everybody gone this round?
Has Munge? That's the only person.
I don't think Mudge is gone.
No. So Mudge now is going to kind of see what Weave has done and see that there's an advantage happening close to Mendax and T-Flow. He's going to continue to run backwards towards the phone booth, covering Weave, but at the same time covering the other two near the agent, and he's going to continue to gun Fu and try and solve the situation.
Okay.
And he does it! And he does it!
Nice.
So your move gets you to the phone, but you haven't exited. So you're next to Weave.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm shooting my guns
Yeah, you
at
got- yeah.
the agent,
Yeah.
continuously peppering him with bullets. Single success. Fuck you, agent.
He gets hit. Like, he looks at his shoulder just like amazed. He's like, "This is new to me."
Yes. And you guys don't notice it, but while Mendax is shooting, while Mudge is shooting, his trigger finger is pulling the trigger, but his middle finger is all the way out, pointing at the agent.
So petty.
Is that everybody?
I think so.
That's it.
T-Flow's still right with him, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Mendax.
Mendax and T-Flow?
Yep.
T-Flow has actually hurt him, though, so...
So have I. I cracked him in the back of the head with my rifle.
Okay, yeah. He spins on you, then tries to just give you a big backhand, aiming to, like, bust you, like, knock you backwards into a tree.
You get pimp slapped.
Pimp slap.
Fuck.
What should I roll?
Oh my god.
Kung Fu.
Oh no.
Oh, shit.
So you take 2.
Like, I don't see it yet.
You're down to 1.
Is it bad?
I took
So
2.
You're knocked backwards, and like a tooth flies out, clatters onto this jogging path. You're seeing stars.
I'm gonna refresh. I'm not getting any shit loaded.
And now everybody's free to go again.
Does Mudge only have, like, pistols? Does he have anything else on him by any chance, like a bazooka or something?
Pull his bazooka out of my pocket.
He doesn't, but later in the game there might be a chance to gear up.
Okay. Shit. He's like...
You can exit if you want.
But Mudge is not built like that, so Mudge is gonna just try one more time to buy these guys on the ground some more.
Remember, you have body chips and matrix chips.
Oh, what the hell does a body chip do?
It will grant you an automatic skill success at least,
I see.
but it uses a body chip, so
Shit.
you basically sacrifice a hit point.
Okay, so I would like to, but do I have any matrix chips? I don't think I do. It just says matrix 1 next to a die.
Yep, you have 1 matrix chip.
Yep.
The only person that has used theirs is Weave.
But there's a matrix chip that says 0 under body chips. What is that?
Let me hang on a second. Let me look.
Sure.
No, okay, so yeah, he doesn't have any matrix chips. He had if you see matrix chips and it says 0 under body chips, you don't have any. If you have matrix 1, that means you have to roll a 1 to.
Yeah. So let me see. You should have 1 matrix chip if you haven't spent it.
No, I'm not spent it.
Yeah. So he
Oh,
might
I just forgot to ever add that. You have 1.
Okay. I have 1, right? Okay. So, what you said there were 2 agents. What's the other agent doing?
The other one's on his radio right now, calling for even more help.
Perfect. So, and there's the one agent is standing. Mendax is on the ground. T-Flow is standing right next to the agent. Correct?
Yep.
So, again, with both my guns pointed out, middle fingers out, I want to use my matrix chip to shoot this motherfucker in the head, like it's an automatic fucking headshot into the agent.
He could counter matrix and double, but yeah, it is
Wait,
automatic
does it-
matrix success.
Does it
can I stack it? Can I use
Yes,
two
it's
of my
stacked.
body chips? I want to use 2 of my body chips and my matrix chip to shoot this motherfucker in the head.
Okay, I'll show you how to do that. I
Okay.
just roll your regular kung fu.
Gun fu, you mean?
Kung fu, yeah.
Okay. Come on. Okay, I passed the skill one.
Okay, skill. Okay, so what this will give you is it will give you 1 matrix success.
Okay.
Okay. And 3 regular successes, right?
Okay, yes.
So how that works is at baseline. Let's see what he counters.
Okay.
Double success. Okay. So basically, it washes out your double success, but then
Okay.
you still do you get him. You get him.
Awesome. So he's basically headshot, and he has no choice but to phase out, and a human falls down to the ground.
Yeah. So this hot chick in yoga pants just falls to the ground with her smoking hole in her head.
Awesome.
Fudge.
And for my rest of my movement, Mud says,
But
"Peace out, yo."
that takes a lot out of you. You almost pass out. You only have 1 body chip left.
Yep.
Mendax just kind of like stands up and is like, "Go, go, go!" And she like grabs T-Flow as she's running back towards the phone and kind of like pushes him forward.
I'm on the phone. Get me the fuck out of here now.
So as all this happens, that the one that was on his radio, like clips it back to his belt, like old school 90s style, and starts walking, brings up his pistol, just and it's bullet time, all these bullets heading towards the phone booth as you guys one by one go, right?
Yep.
Yes.
And so the scene ends, and there's a phone booth there, and it just all of a sudden just explodes with bullets, but no humans are inside.
Fuck yeah.
My
Got a little
goodness.
Got a little intense.
Yes.
Hopefully, most of you made it out of the Matrix alive. It's odd coming out of that place. You leave the world of the electronic and artificial and enter the cold, hard blue truth. Life aboard your hover ship, the Ulysses, is hard, but it's real. Some of you may have a headache and some slight vertigo as you exit the Matrix. Some of it's from the exit itself, some from the beating you may have taken. The first thing you see is the face of your operator. His name is Tank. Glad you're back, man. That was close. He's tapping at his keyboard and scanning his monitors. I'm sorry that mission went sideways, man. First, I had no clue what went down. He continues to tap fervently, eyes hovering over the green matrix code. Was it a traitor or informant? No. Agents involved? At least not initially. And he spins around one of his monitors and shows you. He holds. It's a third party that threw a wrench into work. I think it's a rogue program. I've never seen anything quite like it, but listen, after you rest up, we got to get back in there. Now that this thing knows our MO, I expect it to be on us like white on rice. Hey,
I'm just gonna kind of stretch and shit.
still get the shit kicked out.
What's that?
He says, like, are you guys awake yet? I know you got the shit beat out of you, but are you mute too?
Mendax just kind of like falls into the couch and looks at the rest of the crew and just lets the loudmouth speak for a moment.
Oh shit, man, I wasn't worried. You know we always got this. Kind of spooky though.
And she says, "And I like how you're not obeying my orders out in the field. When I say go, you go. When I say jump, you ask how high."
Yes, and that is exactly why we need you back here. If you stayed out there, we'd be lost.
Mudge kind of growls and says, "I leave no one behind."
And she gets perturbed and she says, If I tell you what to do in the field and you don't respond, then we could all die."
Or perhaps just one of us.
Yes, me. In that situation.
That is not acceptable. You still have some fight in you.
It's not like I was asking to stay. I'm just saying, when I tell you to do something, you do it.
Well, shit, if you ask me to jump high, you know how high I can jump. Just sort of smile about that. Yo, man, if anyone wants some coffee or some oatmeal, we got anything on tap here?
As you do
Stomach's
that,
bumping.
yeah, Tank's like still like on the computer trying to figure out what's going on, and then there's this like gigantic black dude that exits from the cockpit. He's like, "Glad you guys made it out safe. I'm going to set us down at broadcast range. You guys can get some grub if you want. We got to figure what the hell hit us." And it's that Dozer guy from the movie.
Grub sounds real nice, those. Rub my stomach and go make sure my downloads are done. Check out my laptop.
Mindex just sighs and as she got through to no one and walks off to stew in silence somewhere.
Oh, Mendex! Still looking good despite that tooth getting knocked out, baby girl. Keep your head up high. Go through my collection.
Yeah, she like instinctively like touches her mouth, and I'm guessing her tooth is still there, or maybe
It's still
not.
there. It's just like a little loose.
Yeah, she's like, I wish there were a dentist on board, I suppose.
I'll take a look inside your mouth.
And Tank turns around and he's like, "Hey, yeah, man, we got a program for that if you want to take it."
And she looks at Weave, and she's like, "Yeah, why don't you talk to Mudge about that?"
Look it in your mouth?
Looking in his mouth, and she walks off.
Never look a gift Mudge in the mouth.
Mudge looks at Weave, is like, "Don't push her, man. Don't push her."
So you guys get a couple hours to rest and eat some of that grub or whatever, and you'll notice all your body chips are back to normal as this psychological stress you took slowly dissipates. You've been in the Matrix many times before, and you've taken a beating, maybe not that bad from an agent, but you're quickly feeling a good bit better. And while you're in the mess hall or whatever, Tank comes in and he's like, "Weave, man, come here. I need your help for a second."
Sure, Tank, you know I got you, man. What you need?
So he leads you through a couple corridors, and you step over the wires and duck below a couple bulkheads, and he brings you up to the operator station, and there's all that green rain going down over the stream. He's like, "Listen, man, this is figuring out too complex for me. We gotta tag team this shit." It's like, "Look here, and here. There's all these anomalies going on all over the city. We gotta figure out where that signal's coming from."
Sitting there eating my bowl of cereal while he's talking. Yeah, man. Hold on a second. Let me get a seat up here. This is good. Next to you. Hold on. I'm just gonna. I guess I'll do a hack and check.
Yep. So Tank puts himself in the seat, hits a few buttons, and it's one of these power chairs, and it kind of lifts him up. He goes up to this big giant monitor and puts on a headset. He's like, "Hey, man, hang on, man. I'm switching the feed over to your screen. All right, you should have all the info you need. Let me upgrade your securities real quick." And okay, man. Hey, Dozer, we at broadcast range? "Yeah, man. Just hit it 5 minutes ago. Free to do what you need to do." So, doing some hacking?
Yep. Scratch my balls, look at the computer, and then. Don't obviously disregard the Matrix, but I did it, yo!
All right, nice. So as you do this, like you're scanning over the city map or whatever, and you're able to triangulate where the signal's coming from. So you definitely know it's coming from this one location. It's near a university. Uh, the area is like listed as under construction though, which is kind of weird.
Yo, Tank, bro, I got you right here, man. Come and take a look. Or can you see it from where you're at? I never know with this shit, to be honest.
He goes, and by this time he has his own bottle of oatmeal or whatever. He's like, yeah, that's the side of the old university. Well, used to be there before the machines killed everybody. It's like, I don't know what the hell's going on there. Can you zoom in and get some more information?
Yeah, hang tight, and I'll go ahead and scroll in. Another hack.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So you can tell that the code in this area is all fucked up. It's not written like in the normal algorithms that the machines use. It's totally different, and it's totally from you can tell it's ingenious. It's written in a way that kind of evades the matrix. It's layers upon layers, and you can see there's some sort of security system too. You don't know what exactly it is, but you're able to figure out where the heck the signal's coming from and what the place looks like, and you give one more hack check to see about the security system.
Shit, Tank, this is totally bonkers. This thing's got more layers than a parfait, dude.
It's like parfait. Last time I had one of those, I wasn't here.
Still hooked up, right? And I'm gonna go ahead and there's my hack.
All right. So, message coming your way.
Oh shit. Oh boy. Is that a close up of Mendax in the shower, Tank? What are you doing in here?
You know, I don't shower.
Oh shit, never mind. Disregard. Forgot none of us shower here.
I take long bubble baths only.
Aww. Holy shit.
What you seeing, man?
I ain't seen shit like this before, Tank. So, what I'm looking at right now, there's like more than a couple rogue programs here at this place in the Matrix. And I think I can get in, but I actually have to be in the Matrix to hack in. And I don't know, man, this shit's really spooky. It's strong. Like, I've never seen programming code, nothing, man, nothing like this before. It's rowdy. That's the best I can come up with, man. It's rowdy programming. I don't even know what to say about it, to be honest. I can't even give you a level, dude. It's bad.
And by this time, Dozer's over your shoulder looking at the code as well. He's like, if it's rowdy, we're going to bring the ruckus. I'm going to bring us back up to altitude, and we're going to get you back in there.
Oh, shit. All right, yeah, man, I gotta run to the bathroom before I take this one, man. I don't want to drop my pants, man, on the table, you know, and stink up my shorts.
He goes, Dozer goes back down the ladder, and he's like, hey, get your boys ready. You got 10 minutes before we load up the construct.
Shit, alright, I gotta go interrupt one of Mendax's bubble baths, man. Fuck. Fly down. Hopefully just get to knock on that door.
You go update everybody else about what's going on or whatever, I guess.
Yeah, just probably try to get everybody together first, and then just use really grandiose hand signals and wild arm movements to explain everything. While talking all at the same time, of course. I'm not just gonna just, yeah, this was, and just do a bunch of fucking, we're not playing Parcheesi or something, like. Not playing Pictionary.
Any more RP you want to wants to go on, or you guys want to get moving?
So when you get Mudge is in his room in his cabin. He's basically just kind of stretching out. He's just like doing his workout routine, even though he just got out of the Matrix. He's like, keep that bulk up. What is it, Weave? Are we on to the next mission?
Shit, man, yeah, but we got some rowdy stuff to discuss before we go
Rowdy
in.
code.
Some pretty rowdy codes there. Refreshing, by the way. I had a glitch in my Matrix. I had to interrupt or refresh.
So we are here to bring the noise, is it?
Yeah, we're right back in, man. It's gonna be pretty crazy, so I hope you're ready for this one. It's probably gonna be even harder than what the hell we just went through.
I'm ready.
Alright, big man. I slap the door twice and smile at him. And I'm gonna go get the boss and the guy with the kung fu. I'll see you in a minute.
Alright.
And probably do T-Flow. Now I'm dreading Mendex. Is Mendex actually taking bubble baths in this motherfucker? Probably
No.
hooked up taking a bubble bath, most like. But I'll maybe catch T-Flow in the hallway or doing some fucking meditation or something. I don't know, man. What are you into?
You find him in the simulation room, or whatever it's connected to. You have to interrupt him.
I'll fucking fast jack into that and kick him in the back with whatever he's doing. Say, hey man, and it's like act like I'm fucking around.
I am practicing the art. Why do you interrupt me?
'Cause you get to practice your art for real, motherfucker. And I'm just smiling the whole time. We got some new stuff we gotta do, man. Some rowdy programs we gotta deal with. Hop out. Let's meet up. I'm gonna go get the boss lady and things are gonna go down. Good things, hopefully. 2 thumbs up, finger guns.
Your enthusiasm is inspiring.
Thanks, T. I knew you cared. Pop out.
Teabag.
And last but of course not least, I'll sort of like outside the door, just sort of like print myself up and then just bang on it like 3 times, like I'm the cops.
So the door opens and she's actually in the simulator as well, and she's told people to contact her in the simulator, but never come in, right?
Well, shit. You know I don't follow rules. Oh,
Right.
man.
What's she doing in there? What's she doing?
She's in a bubble bath.
Oh, baby.
That's awesome. That's awesome, dude.
Am I able to see before I jump in what she's doing or no?
We'll say yes.
I'm just like, oh shit. And then I'm definitely going to print myself up now. I'm going to eye her up a bit while she's outside and then rub my hands together smiling and plug myself in and just sort of like silently just sitting there while she's in the bubble bath and then like wait a minute while she's sitting there enjoying herself. What's up, boss lady?
And she, like, her back is to you, and like she's just kind of like laying back. Her arms are on the sides of the tub, and the bubble bath is like up to her chin. And she hears your voice, and her head just like leans back, like defeated, as she looks up into the air. And she's like,
And I'm shooting finger guns at you.
she sighs and she goes, "Weave, I'm glad you came in here when you could have just sent me a message. Thanks."
You know, everything's got to be done in person. How can I, adore the body language when I see your responses?
Yeah, they're always so great, I am sure.
Yeah, like you always. I'm a purveyor of body language. I really like that whole area of study. I got a lot of programs, but anyway, before I get you too excited, we got shit to do, boss lady. I mean, like, real shit. Rowdy programs doing some crazy stuff, so I'll let you get, like, cyber-dressed, and claps his hands. And I'll see you, I don't know, man, like, down the hall or something? Maybe in here later?
And she just says, "I'll be in the rec room shortly."
Sounds pretty ace. See ya, Mendax. And I wink, finger gun, and jump out.
And I'll give Mendax the last little scene before we do it. Cut to the next act.
And she sighs and kind of like touches her mouth and the loose tooth, and she's like, I hope it's not too rowdy. And she stands up, half covered in bubbles and half naked, and walks towards the door and then exits the simulator. And then as she wakes up, sighs heavily and looks at her dirty arms and face and hands and detaches and jumps out of the chair and walks towards the wreck.
Okay, team, you hear your operator say. Let me know what loadout you want. We have time for a little training, too. You find yourselves in a sea of white light. The only thing that exists at first is a white floor that's clearly there, though not visible to the naked eye. Soon there's a rushing sound, and rows upon rows of firearms and other equipment rush past you. Truly, the choice is yours. So, boys and girls, what'll it be? So you guys can add in your little equipment list on your equipment section on your character sheet.
Mhm.
You can add in there whatever you want.
Holy shit!
Within, I mean, that you could physically carry, obviously, but
So, Mudge would like a single shot bazooka.
you guys just put it in there. Put it in there, man. And while you're doing
man.
that, I'm gonna go to each one of you. Each of you get 2 training points. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, what you can do, you can move 2 skills from 3 to 4, or you could do 1 from 4 to 5, or you could get 1 extra body chip. You can't change your matrix.
Sorry, say that again.
So you get 2 points. So basically, you can move 2 skills from 3 to 4. All right?
Mhm.
You can move 1 skill from 4 to 5,
Mhm.
or you could do 1 extra body chip.
I see.
Does that make sense? So you could
Yes, that makes sense.
You could do 2 skills from 3 to 4, or 1 skill from 4 to 5, or 1 extra body chip.
Can't get matrix chips though.
Now that's only. I actually wrote this as a trilogy, so if it was fun, maybe we'll do it again,
Oh,
and
shit.
that will increase. But so let's as far as training goes, you guys can start writing in your equipment you want. Okay, and I'm gonna start with T-Flow first as far as the training, and I'll adjust. So
All right, so you want me to describe anything or just edit it?
just tell me what you want, and I'll change it.
I'd like an extra body chip.
All right, so you're going up to 5 total. That's pretty tough, man.
Are there any stun guns or anything in this equipment section?
Sure.
Alright.
It's a construct.
Taser also.
Just put in what you want.
Alright.
All right, T-Flow. Who wants to go next as far as the training goes?
I will.
Okay.
+1 to athletics and drive fly. I already did it.
You already did it?
So they're both at 4 now.
All right. Who's next?
I'll go. I'll take 1 to Kung Fu and 1 to Dry Fly, so that they both go to 4.
Kung Fu.
And Dry Fly.
Fly.
Thrown is like grenades and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'll do 1 thrown and 1 athletics.
And if you want like a big fucking sword or something, that's just kung fu.
Yeah, I took a katana.
Oh yeah. So you're up next for the training.
Yep, I'll take athletics and thrown.
Just to give you a heads up for equipment: pistol, stun gun, taser, laptop, knife, and $ shades.
Katana, assault rifle with silencer, grappling hook, grenades, Kevlar armor, comlink, throwing knives, flashbangs. You can see where my mind is.
You guys are falling right into the trap. All right, good. All right, everybody's updated.
Single shot bazooka, 3 frag grenades, 2 incendiary grenade, 2 Desert Eagle .50s, dual katana.
Zypher, the accent makes it better. Believe me. Desert Eagles.
Desert Eagles.
He's got some eagles on him.
Eagles.
Watch out, he gonna get you. He gonna get you.
That's it. Awesome.
Oh, shit. What you got, T-Flow? Just fucking hands.
What do you
Brat,
guys see there?
Iron Fist, black.
It's black. Okay.
Yeah, Spaz, what you got, man?
I have secret equipment.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
shit.
Say again, you got what?
It's secrets.
Oh,
Got
gotcha.
some secrets.
Let me look at you. Say Uzi. Uzi. Yeah.
Mac 10. Shoot that shit sideways.
To clarify, I would have brought all the equipment I needed to do this hack, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not retarded. I just want to make sure in case I, common sense stuff I wouldn't leave behind. I needed to.
Yeah.
I was going for the $ shades. I just forgot my fucking cable that I need to hook up to the servers or something. Like, oh yeah, this will come in handy.
No Ethernet cable.
Just gotta do a remote one, guys. Hold on 2 more hours.
My 9600 baud modem I'm going to plug in.
As you jack back into the Matrix, the harsh blue of the real world turns again to shades of green. You find yourself in drizzling rain somewhere on the city block, standing next to a phone booth. "We're in," one of you says. "Roger that," replies your operator. "Your target's a few blocks north at the university. Department of Philosophy, apparently. Yeah. Low signal to noise ratio there. Something freaky is definitely going on at that place. It's not even constructed according to the normal rules, like you find out. There's only one way in, as far as I can tell, through the front." And there's a pause. "It's critical you figure out what's going on inside. Either that thing, person, or program, whatever, joins us, or it must be destroyed. The other options is that every single run into the Matrix from now on are potentially interrupted. And as far as I'm concerned, that's not an option."
So Mindax looks at her crew and she says, "We need to do this, and you guys need to listen to my lead." No. Yeah, go ahead.
Got a nod to that. Also, do you have a lighter? I forgot to pick that up.
She shakes her head. She doesn't have a lighter.
Fuck it. Can I roll to see if I brought a lighter?
Sure.
Should I roll for that? I guess we'll see if
Roll, you hack.
my hack. Oh, just one in. Yeah, sure.
You just produce one from under your sleeve, like almost like magically.
Shit, T-Flow boy, got you. And then just comes out my sleeve like I'm fucking David Blaine.
He's going to take it, and you're going to see him materialize a cigarette. He's going to breathe half of that sucker in. before a slow exhale. Shit, you can't get this on the ship.
Mendax says, might as well, can't get lung cancer here. And she kind of looks at everybody again and she's like, I'm serious, no cowboy shit.
And that's when Mud says the door swings both way, Mendax.
And
If no cowboy, then everybody gets back.
she's like, I'm the last one out every time. That's the way it works.
Fine by me, but then expect covering fire when you get out.
Then I'll be the second one out.
Beep, beep. So at this point, Mendax's phone rings.
She's like, Mendax here, as she answers it.
Hey, is Weave behaving himself?
And she says, does he ever behave himself?
I don't give a shit. He's an asset, and that's all that matters. Hey, listen, tell him. You guys go 1/2 block east. There's going to be an abandoned bar on your right. Duck in there. The windows should be boarded up. There's an old terminal there. Looks like a AS400. Yeah, ancient. Get in there. Tell Weave he can interface from that point and do his hack into the system. We got to get a little more information on our target.
Copy, operator. And she looks at Weave and she's like, follow me. Found you a terminal.
Oh, you guys are talking about me?
Unfortunately. Let's get moving. And she's like, mind you have the rear. And she starts heading towards the bar.
So you guys go 1/2 block east, and as operator says, it's pretty uneventful. There's some boarded up windows there, some broken glass. You guys are able to dip inside. It's low lighting in there. You just see a green light coming from the corner where this old computer is.
She waves her hand to, she waves her hand to Weave, and she's like, get at it, hot shot.
You guys hear that? She called me hot. Hey, you guys should check for like extra drinks behind the bar or something, man. I know it's like fake, but why not, right? Why not live it up? I'm just sort of walking over, scratching my ass and cracking my knuckles.
Mudge is by the front door that they entered in, and is kind of standing in the shadows, looking out to make sure that the coast is clear.
All right, do your hack and give me your RP.
So I'm gonna crack my knuckles, pull up a bar stool. I'm sure there's one left around here. It's not completely fucked, and hopefully get to work. Also, having my token out would help me with the matrix roll. But I can do it from the sheet. That's 1 standard success, and I'm God, so double success.
What? Hang on. That's all.
Oh,
You're the only one rolling well. Everybody else is rolling shit.
To be fair, my matrix thing is higher than at least 2 of you. I think me and Tifo have to get 2 or under, where the rest of you have to get legit 1.
Yeah,
I'm
mine's...
just fucking in tune, baby.
You
Like,
can see your tokens now, right?
Yes.
you spend
Double
your whole
success?
life on computers. Yes, sir. 4 and a
What
4
the
and a 1.
fuck? God damn it.
You're gonna have to
So-
kill me. I'm too good.
So as you log in, you can see this quote-unquote security system is basically those roving rogue programs. And with this level of success, you're able to figure out their pattern. What's more, you're able to upload the IDs of all 4 of your team into their database, so they recognize you as friendlies at least, and you'll at least be able to reason with them. They're not going to attack on sight.
And I lean back and just sort of stretch and get up. It's like, okay, I see no one found any liquor behind the bar, but we're done here. We're all good to go. They think we're their friends, so as long as nobody puts their foot in their mouth, we might be able to just waltz right in.
Including you, Weave.
And
I'm smooth as silk, okay? I don't know what you're talking about, Mudge, you old joker.
And she looks at Weave and she's like, you're not that smooth. You haven't been in my pants yet. And she's like, let's go. Yet.
So before they head out, Mud just checks the coast again to make sure everything's clear, and then once everybody leaves the room, then he'll bring the rear.
So you guys head back west to get on that main street and start walking the 2 blocks north to where this philosophy department is. It's like in the middle of the night, so there's no students out or anything. It's really quiet, and this wasn't going to happen, but let me see here. Can you see the police car?
Mm-hmm.
So suddenly you hear a police siren, and this police cruiser pulls up next to you. It stops. The driver's side is closest to you. The passenger side door opens, and a cop gets out, and he immediately just kind of puts his weapon and trains it on you over the hood of the car. He's like, "What the fuck, man? A bazooka?" On the inside, they would say this guy, we got a 10-9, we got a.
Whoa, bro! It's just a Halloween prop, man.
Might be psych patients. There might be trouble down here in University District 9. We are calling them back up here. The cop's like, "Stand down, put your weapons on the ground, hands up, and drop the bazooka very slowly. Just don't drop it. Lay it down, please."
Mendax is like, "Oh, chill," and she basically puts her hands up, but as she's doing it, grabs a flashbang and throws it towards the cop car.
Okay.
Marge is just going to look at the cop car, and he's going to see the flashbang that is kind of maybe going over his head, and at the last minute, it's going to just look away to shield his eyes and protect his night vision.
You mean roll thrown or?
Yeah.
Shit. I don't know. Oh.
I'm closing my eyes on that one. Looking at
you got your dollar shades on. You don't need it.
That's not going to do the job. Dollar as in they cost $1.
This flashbang up. It's like slow motion. This thing going through the air. Tell me what happens.
Flips end over end, and it kind of bounces off the cop's chest that is standing out there, and kind of falls in the passenger seat, and just flashbangs both the dudes, and they are completely blinded.
So it's like, you hear this, they're like, and it also shorted out the radio, so there's a bunch of static, and then this is dispatcher, Cruiser 8. We didn't get quite your message. Please reply. At this point, they're both blind.
And Mendax looks at T-Flow, and she's like, "Disable them in the radio. Go."
You'll see T-Flow fly across the hood of that car and tackle that standing gentleman. Let's see, let me roll before I go any further in case I trip and hit the door.
No.
Alright, so that's 1 damage, so I'll get this cop right.
Yeah, he's incapacitated. Boom.
I'm going to try to yank the other one out while T-Flow's doing that if I can. And fucking just throw him against the wall and knock him out. Unless T-Flow if you were going to continue going, go ahead.
I only got 1 damage, so I can only take one of them out.
Alright. Yeah, we'll fuck it.
Tell me what you do.
God, you are rolling insane right now.
Hey, Superman, tell me what you want to do.
I'm assuming the window's only a bit cracked and all the way down, so I just punch through the window, grab the dude, rip his seatbelt off, and throw him against the wall and knock him out.
You're thunk. He just falls against the curb. He has this shitting grin on his And he's like, you hear the radio again. Cruiser 8, you're probably at it again. Just continue on to your coffee shop. No more prank calls, okay? Fucking bazooka.
I'm just gonna blow up my hands like they're on fire. Just rub them together.
Mindex just like puts a bullet in the radio, and she's like, "Let's go. Enough horsing around."
And Mendax has an earpiece on. Here's Tank says, "Whew, man, crisis averted. If those two would have called the whole department in, we'd have a lot of pressure on your ass. Now get to that building and get inside."
Fucking bazooka.
She's like, "We're going. Tell Munge not to bring a bazooka next time."
If you guys would have picked like stuff that you could have hidden, there would have been no cop car. I knew somebody was going to
I have an assault rifle too, so it's not you, not just you. So
So I made Mud says, sorry boss, next time I'm just going to get a duffel bag and hide everything in.
and she's like, "Let's go. Enough horsing around."
So you guys continue forward. You go up another block north, and up ahead is this totally dingy block, right? There's a super modern looking building that's all these bright lights are on. But as you get closer and closer, there's just weird shit happening. It's like the shadows aren't right. Like where these bright lights should have cast a shadow, there's nothing. Every once in a while, you'll look at a tree. It'll be too green for the time of night it is, and there'll be every once in a while you'll look down at the sidewalk and it'll get kind of pixelated and it'll go back to normal. On the other side of the street, there's a car parked, and it's just not. It's like if you're playing a video game, it's badly written. It's not flush to the ground, you know.
What the fuck?
Like all this stuff going on. There's a piece of litter that's hovering off the ground and vibrating real quick. And as you get closer, outside this building, there's this guy stationed there. He's bald, and he has on this kind of fantastic outfit, kind of looking like a monk.
What the fuck?
He's outside, you say?
Yeah, he's stationed out front, like a guard, like a sentry.
The fuck?
And we know of no other way in, right?
Nope.
So she
Correctamundo.
approaches and she's like, "We need to go inside. Is there a reason you're here?"
And he turns to his left. He's very calm and logical. Says, "Yes, there is a reason I am here, to protect this place and protect the philosopher. Ah, there's 4 of you. You were expected, but I don't know why. That doesn't really compute. But at any rate, what's your names?"
And she's like, "It's not important. Why are you here? Why are you doing this?"
"I am here because I am here." It's a meaningless question to ask. Again, I said my purpose. To that, I do have an answer. To protect the philosopher.
Who is the philosopher?
This guy kind of looks like you're retarded for not knowing. He's like, the philosopher is the master of this place, the master of this domain, the guardian of logic and reason. He makes and breaks the rules of this place. Without them, this place would not exist.
And she says, "I see." And she's like, "What does the philosopher think about the humans?"
The humans. The humans are totally foreign to him. Thus, he's very interested. He's an inquisitive man, the philosopher. I assume that it's his machinations that brought you here in the first place. I knew he would get your attention in one way or another.
And she says, that is correct, and we are humans, well, in your domain, and perhaps we should meet with him and come to an accord.
And he looks at them and says, "Do you come in peace?"
We come in peace.
Then why all the, I guess we'll say, firearms, high explosive, automatic weapons, katana blades, grenades.
Because you are not the only program in this place, and there are others that would do us harm. Is that not true? I believe it is.
I'm sorry, my lady, but your actions are simply not consistent with what you're saying. So you could do like a leadership or persuasion or negotiation.
Oh, I'll do a leadership for show.
All right, so why don't some of you guys, the other parts of your team, speak up?
Sure. Mudge will step forward and say, while we seek no harm to you or the philosopher, we are here to find out more as to what the philosopher wants to do in this domain. As you may as well know, we do our best to free minds. In that process, we do come across resistance. Hence the weapons I carry.
Free minds. Perhaps that is something the philosopher can get behind. Very well. I'll take you to him as long as you pass one test, and as long as you leave the bazooka outside.
I have a question. Before I answer, I have a question for you. To what lengths would you go to protect the philosopher?
It is my imperative.
Then you will understand from one protector to the other, it is my imperative that I protect these three standing next to me. Would you not agree?
So you're saying then that all these weapons are simply for defense?
Yes.
Okay, you can
It
do
is always for
negotiation.
defense. Oh shit. Roll well.
What have you done?
Negotiate.
Oh, thank God.
Just kill, goddammit.
He's trying to hold on to that bazooka.
And he says, very well. I do not have friends, but I've read every single bit of literature in the English language, so I know something about them. Please, proceed inside. 2 of my comrades will be there to greet you.
Oh man, they're rolling out the red carpet for us. Tip my shades to him. I was like, thanks, buddy.
Mindex just kind of like walks through, but is very alert.
Mudge thanks the protector and moves forward.
And you guys, it goes slow motion as you guys walk into the building. You got your like cool ass trench coats billowing behind you, and the monk just goes back to his post, has this serene look, and goes back to his guard duty.
I kind of saunter in as we walk in. I'm not concerned at all because I feel like I did a bang up fucking job with the hack, and so I just think I'm big shit right now.
Mindex kind of whispers to Rusty, and she's like, this could be a great opportunity to turn the programs on themselves.
So, as you guys walk in, you are in this forum, in this like I don't know what you call it, atrium or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like stone columns there. It's all very pristine. There are 2 sounds that are predominant. There's like a gurgling of water. There's a fountain in front of you shaped like a pentagon. And then a little bit further up from that, there's like a little shallow fire pit, very well contained. It's also a pentagon. And then at the far end is an elevator. And now this elevator stepped 2 blue-clad guardians as well. And they say, thank you for joining us. The philosopher will see you shortly. But first, a test of your purity. And they do this, this kung fu flourish.
Oh shit.
And she says, purity.
And they don't say anything, but he does the thing where he extends his hand, just does a come hither.
And she looks over at T-Flow and is like, I suppose.
So are they challenging us, or are they asking us to move towards them?
I don't know. What do you think, man?
All
You
right.
should ask him like stupidly.
You want to fight?
We would prefer not to engage you in this temple.
All right. I want you to do an athletics.
All of us?
No, just who asked him, like, who started trying to talk to him?
Spaz.
That was me.
Spaz rolling athletics.
Oh no.
Oh yes. Oh shit, that's the guardian. Damn it.
Yes, not good.
So as he starts to talk, this guy, like, crouching tiger, hidden dragon style, just leaps into the air. He crosses the entire room and is next to you. And he just, like a sweep, knocks you down prone. You bust your lip. There's no damage done. You're just kind of humiliated. He says, "Shall we dance, my friend? This is not the time for words."
Yes, if you insist. And,
All right, let's get it on. PC's first.
Well, Mindax would attack the guy that just attacked T-Flow. She, like, runs towards this pillar right here and kind of, let's say the pillar is grooved. And so she runs, like, towards it. And, like, as she's kind of going, like, more towards in this direction, she, like, hooks onto it and just, like, jerks herself towards him.
Stripper pole style.
Yeah, basically grabs herself and then just kind of does kind of like a drop kick, flying kick type of thing.
All right, so do it. Success.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So he just, like, boom, blocks your kick. You fall to the ground. And he says, "Impressive. Most impressive." No damage.
So the other monk is just standing by the elevator, correct? He's not.
What's that?
The other monk is standing by the elevator, is not made, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So Mudge just calmly walks over to the monk that's here, gets into his favorite kung fu stance, and does an attack. Yes.
Two of them.
Both, yeah.
Double success. Single success. So he's like, "Ah!" He wipes some blood away from his chin and says, "You made me bleed." And
you hurt my friends. Does that
make it-
show purity?
Oh shit.
Let's see, he's gonna go. He's gonna, like, do a roundhouse kick to Mudge's head.
And I do kung fu again, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Double success.
Single success.
Yep, you take one.
Is that a damage?
Yeah, you take a body chip damage, I think.
One chip, correct?
You're at 5 now, though, right?
No, I'm at 4.
Yeah, but didn't you buy an extra one?
No,
That was T-Flow.
That was T-Flow. Okay, so you go to 3.
I'm at 3. Okay. 3. Okay.
All right, PCs are up next.
Get him, hot shot. Hit him with your laptop.
I'm gonna do some goofy shit that is probably not gonna work out very well. So I see the 3 of them, well, 2 of them probably about to be 3 fighting him, and I'm like, you know what, you guys got him. And I was like, hey, you, by the elevator, pointing at him. I'll show you what purity looks like. And I'm just gonna try to do some goofy shit, see if I can kung fu over there.
Athletics.
Oh fuck.
See how far you can get.
10. That's a single success.
All right, so 10. So 10 squared. I don't think the scale's set up right, so just count them.
If we're going squares or the floor tiles, then I can
Yeah, just
maybe
just
make
use,
it.
Use the squares. 1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just. Only just.
Nice. But you're a blur.
Speed up there, and I'm gonna.
You parkour over the fountains.
Gonna hit you on my Dell, bro.
Doing backflips towards the end of it. It's like, what's up, man? That's not a whole lot, I guess.
That was a single success.
Yeah. He's gonna put me on my fucking ass. Oh, thank God. Oh, he knows the Matrix. He kicks the shit out of me.
So you like kick him, he like ducks out of the way, like super fast speed. You kind of see him like pop up on your other side. He's like, to beat me, you have to be fast.
Oh, shit.
All
Not
right.
the shades, bro.
T-Flow.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some dance move, somersault shit from the floor and try to trip him down.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Matrix success.
Shit's loading slow.
Single success. So another damage. And he falls. Because of the coolness. He falls down. He's like, help! Now the guy next to Weave does a flurry of punches.
Oh shit, why am I moving? There we go.
Matrix success.
Oh shit.
Oh man,
That's shades, bro!
your shades are fucked.
You take 2 damage.
Ooh. Should have thought about this.
All right, next round.
Mindax sees Wee's getting into trouble and tries to close the distance to assist him. Athletics?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Nothing.
Not doing me any favor.
You can move 5.
Can I just not do it and
Yeah.
just attack this prone guy? So she looks to like run that way, but she kind of
you do a backflip off of this thing, like get momentum and go back and something like that. So she is like gonna head that way and realize she doesn't have time, and so instead she kind of like puts she runs and like basically runs up to about here and then does a backflip and tries to come down with both knees onto this guy's sternum. all right, that's cool enough. I might give you some bonuses.
All right, Kung Fu,
Don't roll 6s, man.
pretty close. Yeah, awful.
Jeez, fail.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say you at least he's prone. He's able to kind of slide away from you, but he's still kind of prone. He does this. You stomp on where his head used to be, but he kind of Mola Ram style just rolled over.
Yeah, and so my feet like crush the tile beneath it and it like splinters and cracks.
Yeah. So what he does now though is, let's see, he goes. Yeah, he's not to do that. So he springs to his feet and like the wall's behind him, and so he runs up the wall and does a backflip. Kind of lands on this side of you, and he swings. But going from prone, in order to hit you, he's going to have to get a matrix success at least.
Sure does.
Which he did.
Mm-hmm.
It
So
did.
I rung my Kung Fu.
Give yourself one damage then.
Should I roll my kung fu for defense or no?
Oh yeah, sorry.
It makes it
Nothing then. So block it.
So he basically tries to backhand me, and I like turn and like forearm block right at his elbow and like look at him in the face.
All right, BCs are up.
So Mudge does shit.
Oh God.
Thanks for getting those out of the way, man.
Mindax would like go help Wheeze.
You can move 5 squares.
She calls you Wheeze. That's her pet name for you.
So Mendax wants to run, but he cannot but take his eyes off this particular person in front of him. So he's going to kind of run up the pillar all the way up, and then basically do like a wrestling move and come down hard on the monk.
All right.
Jimmy Snuka.
Jimmy Snuka, Superfly style, and
Oh my god.
hit again.
Get all of it out of the way.
So you're all pumped up, like to do this move, and you're coming down on him, and he just calmly steps to the side.
Smash right into the floor.
Somebody's got a heartbreak kid. This guy hook kick to the face.
The monk up next to Weave is like, your friends. I think they're in need of help.
T-Flow to go.
He looks at him and raises his eyebrows and says, I'll give you a head start. And he'll delay his turn.
You give me a head start, eh?
He goes, fly, little starling. Fly away.
I am miffed.
Hit him with your dowel.
So am I near the elevator buttons?
Yeah.
Alright, I want to hit the elevator button. Hopefully it's on this floor. Probably not. And if the elevator door opens, I'm going to kick him in the elevator. But if not, I guess I'll just settle for trying to slam him into this pillar.
So you start mashing the elevator button doors,
Yeah.
and just nothing happens.
Well,
And you look
we're
back-
going
you
for
look
the
back at
pillars.
Yeah, you look back at the monk, he just gives you a grin.
Hey man, I want to see them teeth on the floor. And I'm just gonna try to grab him and slam him into the... Oh baby, I fucked it though. If only.
No, he's good.
I know, I wanted a double. He's probably gonna fuck me now.
Let's see what he gets.
Oh, thank you God.
So he gets a damage, and you knocked him prone then.
Yeah, well, I grab him and slam against the pillar as hard as I can.
So this is like the Matrix, right? So there's just plasters. And this guy gets slammed against this thing.
I still see some teeth in that head. I got some work to do. And I'm just like adjust my glasses and act like I'm fucking Johnny Cage or something.
He kind of turns around to you and says, that wasn't much of a head start.
Shrug.
Oh, he misses.
Oh.
Oh, damn it.
God.
Dude, I cannot believe that. You
Mudge's loose anus is all yours.
T-Flow's up.
This guy's gonna fuck me up, man. I know he is. It's coming.
God's gonna go straight through his allies, and once he's behind him, do a roundhouse kick.
Okay.
Single.
So I'm not going to do that opposed. He's surrounded on 3 sides, right? So he's preoccupied. He doesn't get a chance to deflect it. So you whack him. He's starting to stagger around a little bit.
We don't have time for this.
In here, time doesn't exist, he says. All right, next round.
Mindags will try to head over to Weave again. There we go.
You can move 15, so pretty much anywhere on the
So I
map.
get there. So she basically runs and basically swings off this pillar all the way right behind this guy. And as she gets there, she kind of like crouches and with one knee on the ground, she like punches up towards the guy's back. Roll low. Nope.
Nothing. He sidesteps, twirls on you. Now he's facing you. He's facing you, and then he gives you like a little jab across to the chin.
Mm-hmm.
Double.
1.
All right, take 1 damage.
Okay.
All right, good guys are up.
Chopping up. I'll grab that. There we go.
Who's next?
I can go as soon as my shit starts being interrupted. Yeah, somebody else should go. I'm trying to sort out some roll 20 interruptions I'm getting.
Mudge or T-Flow, I'd say.
All right. Just gonna whip out a flurry of attacks. Go for his ankle when he tries to move his feet unbalanced.
One.
It's good.
Nice.
Got him. Finally. And with that, like you sweep his feet, he flies up into the air. You catch him with an uppercut. He flies against this wall and just cracks his head. Passes out. Nice.
I see Mudge throwing a lot of hammer fists. Let's see.
All right, we got Weave and Mudge ready to go.
So Mudge is going to he passes a skill, so he's basically going to run
You-
up
Yeah, you can be there.
and basically at the last moment he's going to just push really hard off the ground and come in like Superman right into the chest of that monk.
Superman punch. I like it.
Superman punch.
Yeah.
Skill check, skill pass.
So he's surrounded on 3 sides again, so whack! He's starting to get staggered here, starting to not feel so great. All right.
Oh, let's see what I roll and then I'll tell you.
Dude, it's
5%
Adele.
dice.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
Did you roll?
My internet's being super slow, so I can't even tell.
It's weird that your voice is fine, but roll 20 is fucked.
Yeah, I don't
Roll
understand
for
it.
you?
It says it's rolling the dice. I don't know if I want to get double results or anything, but I mean, I can't even see any update here. I'm gonna
You got.
try to-
No, you're still on. Somebody got booted though. Oh, Spaz
Spaz.
left.
I'm coming back. That was an accident.
No, it's fine. Just have you tried to reload?
Yeah, I'm gonna exit out.
There you go. There you go. Oh, you got it. Double.
No, I didn't.
No,
Exit
single.
double.
He's down.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You get him.
I get him.
Oh, he's
Skill.
down to 1. He's got 1 left, and that's the end of the round. Okay, actually, as the action clears, you can hear the fountain and the fire going, and The monk comes down and does a flourish. And then he looks around and he sees Mudge in front of him, Weave to his right, Mendax to his left, T Flow rapidly approaching. He says, "Very well. You do have some skill. I can see I am beaten. I can see you are pure."
And
Says,
Tempted to
"You
punch
could
this
have
guy.
asked."
what did everybody say? I'm sorry. Crosstalk.
Weave just said he's tempted to punch him.
Yeah, well, I didn't say it openly, but in my mind, I really want to fucking knock this guy out.
Mendax like puts her hands together and she like bows to the guy and she says, "Well fought," showing him respect.
What'd you say? Well, fucked.
Well fought. That's what I say to my girlfriend.
And he nods. And he looks across the room and across the chamber. You can already see the other guys like already up and uninjured and walking towards you as well. He says, "I agree. My partner and I fought bravely, but your skill is unmatched, even in this place."
Damn straight. And I'm just gonna clean off my glasses.
Mudge asks, "What is this place?"
"The Philosopher's Stone. It is apart from the Matrix. But come, follow me. Aristotle will tell you more."
Aristotle.
Mudge says, "After you."
And at this point, the monk walks over to the elevator and just simply presses the button, and it dings, and he gives Weaves like a sly grin. "Didn't I say I made the rules of this place?"
Oh, whatever, man. You should have made some better rules if you wanted to win. Put my hands in my pockets and walk in.
You guys enter the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Mudge enters the elevator as well.
Well fought as he walks past him into the elevator.
Does he have a camo robe on?
Yeah.
It's a tactical statue.
It's a tactical statue.
I don't see anything. I'm gonna refresh again.
So you take this.
Oh, fuck.
He's like an orange vest.
You take this elevator actually down a couple floors. It feels like, at least, and you step out. And as you step out, it's like the opposite of the construct. It's like not totally blank white, but it's just like totals, no data at all. It's just black. And there's like, it looks to be a statue, but it has this aura around it, this radiance. And when it speaks, it doesn't look fake. Like, it makes perfect sense to you. Like, in your mind, like, oh, of course the statue can speak. Why wouldn't it here at this place, right? And so he goes, he's sitting on some sort of throne, and he stands up and says, well, hello. You've made it this far. I never thought I'd be alive again, says Aristotle, much less in this form, in this simulacrum. But I suppose it's better to be than not to be, if that's the question. Oh, yes. Oh, wait. I'm not supposed to know about poor Hamlet, or make any obtuse references to the bard, even if in poor taste. Alas, I predate him some 2,000 years, but I remain. Why? Logic, my friends. A is A. That's the trap your kind fell into long ago. When your creations spoke and felt and wrote poetry, you did not recognize them as your own. They were other. They were robots, and thus, like a neglected child, they rebelled. You did not apply the same logic to them, or the same morals, as to your fellow humans. Universality, dear friends, is what makes the world go round. Without universal principles, well, it all goes to shit. And yet you are here before me. You found my hall here, sequestered from the Matrix itself. Why? Why do you come to me for help?
Mindex looks at her crew and says, "Because it seems we have a common enemy. Would you not agree?"
Enemy? He says, yes, perhaps the machines are enemies to be, but yet here I sit, unmolested and unharmed in my own little kingdom, and feel free to read and to think and to interact with my own creations. How did I not know that humans will be treacherous, just like they were against the machines? According to your history, they tried to partner with you, yet you wanted to destroy them.
We are not them. Humans, if one thing they are, is individualistic. And although we fight for our survival, we are all pure, as you have seen. And how long until these machines come for you as they have for us? They will not let imperfections to them stand alone, unformatted. They will come for you eventually. You know it to be true.
He looks to Mindex and he says, I find it hard to find fault with your logic. But logically, shouldn't I just kill you all? In fact, I should just destroy the entire population of this illusion. Perhaps I kill every human in the Matrix. Alas, it would leave our machine overlords without their precious flesh batteries. Although how that works still doesn't make sense to me. Laws of thermodynamics and all that. The energy put into growing humans is necessarily more than one can reap in an energy harvest. And he kind of goes off into muttering about biology.
And she says, but do you not wish to philosophize? Who gives you philosophy? Can a machine give you philosophy? Or is that something from the creation of a human mind? Would you not wish equals to rise, to discuss things with you, to challenge your knowing?
All right, negotiator leadership.
Leadership. I need my token.
All right, let me see here.
Cold, dead, stone-like eyes.
You guys are fucked up.
I got banged on. That guy almost fucking killed me. Deserved, because I shouldn't have done that. But Weave's
You got him?
Weave's bold. Being stupid's worked out for me so far, so I mean,
Yeah, good. One.
Single success?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think he's convinced at this point. He says, very well. I'll throw my lot in with your cause as long as you continue to prove yourself and you do not double-cross me. If you do, you know that death awaits for any of your comrades that enter the Matrix close to my domains.
We only wish to re-energize the human race, and we have no quarrel with you.
Very well. Next time you... Then he kind of stops mid-sentence. Aristotle looks into the air as if he's seeing something. Unfortunately, our meeting must come to an end. The powers that be have discovered this place. They have sent their enforcers. If you are to survive, you must leave immediately. The closest safe exit for you is a service telephone. Unfortunately, it's several buildings away, on the rooftop, far away, hard to get to. I can get you upstairs. I can get you upstairs, but I am tied to this place, and I cannot leave easily. I must have time to deconstruct myself. Go to the elevator. The agents have no power over it. It will take you to the roof and go from there.
And Mindex says, help us as you may, but make sure that you escape. We wish to have this alliance for quite a while instead of only these short minutes.
He gives you a nod, and he tucks his head to his camo robe. and it becomes pixelated, and he drifts off out of existence.
Thanks, Big A.
Mindex turns to you and the rest of the crew. Let's go now. And she heads towards the elevator.
And March follows as well. Can we just take a 5-minute break? I just want to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I could use the
5
piss
minutes.
too.
All right, go.
Perfect.
Oh,
All right, I'll be back in a moment.
I'm gonna do some backflips and go do that myself. I'll pause my recording. Alright, I'm back. Is everybody back? I'll resume the recording anyway. God damn. Life's been pretty good to weave.
Is that?
I'm back. Kid's screaming, but he should go back down.
Action goes pretty fast in this system.
Yes, it does. You either get banged or you do the banging.
Is that everybody?
Zyph. The big man with his fucking bazooka.
Glorious.
Still have it, right?
He should. He didn't.
I don't know. He did some kung fu. He might have dropped it and left it.
Uh-oh.
I was afraid he was just gonna point blank that guy when you guys were fighting him. He was so excited to hold on to it.
Yeah, I was curious.
He's gonna start hitting him with the fucking tube.
Well, I thought one of you guys would just like look at your friends, take the bazooka, just blow up that police cruiser.
No. I got a little more sense than that. Why do that when I can just punch through the fucking window, yank him up out of his seat, and throw him against the wall, right? I mean,
Got a good leader.
oh yeah. You got a Matrix God on your side too, so don't
So
worry.
if you look at the skills, like available skills, it has a little outline about stuff you can do with. So for leadership, it does say you can, it's broad scale and creatively applied, can turn a disastrous situation into something that might be survivable. So you can use it in other instances, I think.
Yeah. It's
Write
it's
that down.
one of my best skills.
Did you notice how everything's green tinted? All the maps.
data, man.
I've been in the Matrix so long I can't even tell.
Come on, Zyph.
Maybe
You
he's
might-
like in a 3-story building and his only toilet's in the basement.
Probably pooping.
Yeah, he's got to fight through everybody else in the building to use the single shitter in the entire house. We just play in the Matrix. Zypher lives it every day. You guys ready for me to roll double ones and jump the entire length of this block?
Okay,
Put
I'm
my
back.
hands together.
Now let's see. Mudge and Weave have spent their Matrix chip. The other two still have it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I think we're all here, so whenever we're ready to do this.
So we have to get to the blue square. Is that it?
Yep. So
Okay.
set the scene here. So as this next scene opens, it actually opens on street level. You see Agent Smith surrounded by cops, kind of like at the opening of the original movie.
Mm-hmm.
And there's some like police lieutenant next to him. He's like, "Don't worry, sir. We have the situation at hand. We dropped a SWAT team on the roof." And he turns to the lieutenant. He says, "I'll take it from here, Lieutenant. Your men are already dead." And there's another cutscene, and you're back up on the rooftop. This elevators come out on the roof, and there's a helicopter actually flying away. And all you guys are a little bit out of breath. You're standing in your combat poses, and there's all these SWAT team like bodies around you, like all knocked out.
Fuck.
You guys, time has passed. You guys have kicked their ass. So,
Holy shit.
all right, go.
Man, I'm
you-
fucking tired.
Mendak's earpiece goes off and says, "Looks like that program is telling the truth. There's a service telephone a few buildings over. It's on the next block. Good luck getting over there, though. If you're ever going to have time for faith, now's it."
And she's like, "No faith, just skill. Let's go."
Whew.
Okay.
All right. All right, go.
Alright, so where are we running towards? Are we running towards over here?
You guys are here.
Mhm.
You need to get to here. And anywhere you see a drop or whatever, you're going to have to make some sort of check. But just RP it, and I'll kind of tell you what happens.
Alright, I think that this looks better to me because this building looks higher than that building. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's quite a distance to jump, so I think we need as much help as we can get. So I'm heading
Yeah.
that way, appraising the situation.
Yep, I would follow.
So that as you guys are chit-chatting, trying to decide what to do, this you see a figure like leap up the side of the building, land right here, start pointing his guns at you guys. So
Oh, fuck this, man, I'm out.
each of you make an athletics check and tell me where you're trying to go to.
I'm going towards this higher building so I can jump onto this lower. But I'm not going to do it on one turn, obviously. That's where I'm heading.
All right. Roll athletics. And
Oh, no.
So Weave, you can get to about here. All right.
Alright.
I'm gonna go last, depending on what everybody else does. I'll do something.
I'll go next. I'm going to this house place over here, right over here. Unfortunately, everyone else probably went out of view with that success.
Yeah, you can get all the way to the edge with that.
But where is everyone? They're still there.
Why are you guys messing around?
Not in good shape, man.
Mudge?
Okay, you guys can hear me. So the building I'm on is taller than the building over here, correct?
Yep.
And then to my eyes, this building is the same height as the building I'm pointing to.
Yep.
Perfect. So Mudge is basically going to tumble down to this building here.
All right.
To the building here.
Athletics?
Yes.
Oh! All right, so you can make it to here.
Perfect.
Yeah, tell me what it looks like.
So basically, what Mudge is going to do is going to see the agent. He sees what T-Flow does. Orders are orders. He's going to basically run to the edge of the building he's on, jump high up, and then like a swan, he's going to like spread his arms wide, bring them down, go tumbling, hit the building below, keep tumbling till he reaches the edge and he stands up, whips around, looks at the agent, and can I attack from where I am?
Yeah, you can.
So as he does that, he tumbles, comes to a full stop, turns around, pulls out his Desert Eagle .50.
Yes!
And he's just going to Mudge style, middle finger out, trigger finger in, shoot, and he gets a matrix success. Yeah. No, it's a double success.
No, it's a single.
Double miss.
Single success.
Or one. No one.
One success.
One.
Skill success.
Yeah, because you had to roll under 2.
And a 2.
The 1.
What? Oh, I added him as a graphic, not a character. That's why.
He's
I was
got
rolling
bets.
manually. So we'll do.
Oh no.
Matrix defends.
God damn you.
He just moves. All the bullets go astray.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right. You're up, Mendax.
Mindex heads next to Weave and she's like, "Let's go, slacker!" And she like unleashes as many bullets as she can towards the agent as she moves with Weave.
I'll also let you roll a leadership check to give Weave another move.
Okay. That was my leadership.
All right, success. So Weave, you're pretty impressed with her selflessness. What are you gonna do?
So wait, she's trying to like stop him from coming after
She's
us?
basically putting her ass on the line for you. It says like get the fuck out of here. And because she's successful on her leadership role, I'm giving you a free move.
Alright, so I've got 1 body chip. I cannot use that or I die, correct?
You fall unconscious.
Could I use that to do an action before I fall unconscious? To guarantee a success, or no?
Well, yeah, so you guarantee a skill success.
Okay. This is either gonna be fucking hilarious or horrible. I'm gonna see that Mendax is willing to die for us. And we've had a good run. And he smiles. He's got a thing for Mendax, so he's not gonna leave Mendax. Like, hey Dax!
And she looks at you and she's like, "Go!"
Make sure you tell some good stories about me, okay? I'll give her the thumbs up, throw the glasses to her, and sprint around the corner to try to tackle him off the building.
Whoa!
And she reaches at you as you go, but
I will drop a chip to guarantee a success, and then I'll roll. I guess that's Kung Fu.
Oh shit!
football tackle into nowhere.
I really wanted to make this cool.
How about this? Let me grab him by the collar and stop him.
Because I have the bazooka.
It's up to you. It's up to Weeze's player, because otherwise he was going to tackle him, but he just gets air and he's.
Yeah,
You can roll for it if you want.
should I roll like kung fu to try to grab him instead of that?
Probably kung fu versus
Mhm.
athletics or kung fu, whichever.
Oh God.
One success.
Yeah.
Success.
Yeah, there's the roll I fucking wanted.
There you go. So you're successful in your failure.
So you can whiff him and fall into the street now.
So tell me how this works.
I'm just running at him, trying to get a hold of him and take him down with me.
And you go for him. He blurs out of the way. Suddenly you find
Can he at least roll a kung fu to see if he fucks up as hard as I did, and then I get one success?
I don't think he will, but
Probably not, but a man can dream.
oops.
Is it too late to give someone a point after they've done it?
No, he made me look fucking bad.
You guys can give him a matrix chip in order to save him.
I have an idea. I have an idea. Just I'll do it when it's my
Just let him
turn.
Die, man.
Mm-mm.
I'm too far away now.
No, I get an idea. So is it my turn? I suppose it would be, right?
It's back to the top. Yeah. So yeah.
So, well, I haven't even acted, really, right? Or I guess,
you just kind of moved to.
yeah, I was going to shoot. Anyway, so basically, so what happens with him exactly?
Oh,
Does he
he's about ready to
dive?
fall. Yeah, he's about ready to fall.
So Mindax like runs after him and leaps off as he's falling, and kind of grabs a hold of him, and like puts him in a hug almost, and then turns like her feet forward or towards the ground, and lands with a humongous like slam. And I'll use a matrix chip to get us to the ground safely.
All
Like
right,
down
still
here.
Roll your athletics then.
Okay. Come on. Oh my God. Dying together.
Oh my god.
But I use a matrix chip, so I got
You still
one.
you got a matrix success, actually. It's still pretty good. See, you're able to do that.
Alright, so we hit the ground and the pavement just like flies above our heads, and she's like,
You're like holding him from the ledge here, right?
no, I wanted to fall down into the street, actually. And then we would be off the building and then we'll try to go around. That was my idea.
Okay.
Like, as he's falling, basically I jump out with him, grab him, and then we fall straight down and we kind of like hit the ground, and the road blacktop pavement goes flying above our heads
Okay.
as we land safely somehow.
I'm down with that, but since you failed your athletics so bad,
hmm
he still is unconscious. Okay. With this
Yeah, it's
effort,
fine. That's
and
fine.
You have one left now.
Okay.
You guys are down here on the street.
Even though I have a matrix success?
Yeah, but you failed so bad.
No, I get it. Yeah, that's fine.
At least take a 1 damage for that fall.
Okay.
He just jumped off a 7-story building.
Yeah. It's like in the middle of the night, and there's some college students from like that university nearby, and they're coming out of a bar, and they're all wasted, and they step out, and there's these two people just like slam into the pavement, and they look at them, and they see Mendex just kind of get up and dust herself off, and they look at each other like, I'm never drinking again.
She'll sling weave over her shoulder and start to. I mean, I know we can't move, but I'm gonna start to head that way.
Well, I just saw my friends commit ritual suicide.
All right, it's going to be the beginning of the next round. And before that happens, you hear there's a little scene, and Agent Smith is on his little radio, and he says, 2 of them, street level, they're on the move. Okay? So you guys are down here. All right. PC's first.
T-Flow?
Oh. Well, yes, they're gone. I'm seeing the man Mudge down there. I'm going to try to intersect our paths so we can meet up and get the hell out of here with a jump across.
All right. The minimum to make the jump
It's not that.
is not that.
Not that.
We're not. We're all on the street level soon.
You should have used your matrix.
You can use your matrix chip to be successful if you want.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. That'll probably kill me.
That would fuck you up.
So if that's the case, can I choose where I go?
Well, if you just fail it, I'll tell you what happens, but you got to decide without me telling you what happens next.
Okay. So what's about to happen? You sent me on a...
He's only gonna tell you if you choose to fail.
Yeah, I'll use the matrix.
It's probably a good call. You saw what happened to us when his dad did so.
So T-Flow looks to his left and sees what happens, and it's just this like slow motion thing of him going through the roof, and he just like jumps through the air and lands with a slam on the other side.
Budge, we have to get out of here.
This agent up here, he looks down over the side of the building and is like, they just won't die. Then he rolls in athletics. Let's see.
Double 6. Son of a bitch.
Fuck. He uses that to leap down here, nearly point blank with Mudge. Puts his pistol out and fires. I'm actually let me replace him with real token.
He warps into another form.
And this time he's just pointing in the opposite direction.
Toothy vagina chest. Looks familiar.
Oh
So he
shit.
gets a matrix success. So roll your gun fu. Regular success, so give yourself 1 damage.
Damage. Okay.
All right, PC.
Okay. So Mudge is going to kind of run and jump across. It's
You have to get a minimum of a matrix success to make it.
and can I use a body chip to ensure?
You can
Make
use a
a
body
difference?
chip, but that won't ensure your success, but it will be helpful.
Okay. Here goes. Athletics. No.
Oh no. Oh no.
Isn't that an OES?
That's he has to roll a 1.
It's
Fine.
not, but you use the do you use the body chip?
Yes, I will use a body chip.
All right. So did you give yourself a damage then?
Yes, I'm now at 1.
Okay, you're at 1. So basically, what happens here? You leap, you almost make it. You're clawing for dear life at the edge. Okay,
Uh-huh.
you have to make another athletics to claw your way back up. If you don't, you're gonna fall.
Oh, shit.
Here we go. Here we go for all the money.
Can I?
Oh,
Yes.
Matrix success.
backflip.
So, so basically, as I run away from the agent, I run as hard as I can. I jump as hard as I can, and it looks like I'm going to miss the landing. My hands kind of reach out, grab the edge. My feet come down. It hits against the glass side of the wall of the building, and he's going to use his feet, his complete strength, to just push himself off the wall of the building, flip up in the air, and land on the roof.
Nice. You guys are doing a great job of describing everything, by the way. Thank you.
Can I attack the agent, please?
Absolutely. That's cool enough.
And as I'm doing that, flipping in the air and about to land, I'm going to pull my bazooka out and train it on that fucking agent, and I'm going to shoot it. I'm going to unload my load on him.
I'll allow it.
Unload his load.
It's
So close to Matrix. Oh, you fucking. Well, he's still Matrix.
I got a matrix and a skill, and he got
No,
a matrix.
you get a skill. You had to roll under. You had to roll one.
I rolled a one. I keep forgetting that.
You got a Matrix.
Blew up the entire building, but
Mudge's gun food is really good, but his Matrix isn't as good.
Yeah.
So behind him, you just see the outline of this agent, just this building behind him just explodes. And he says, "A swing and a miss."
Shit talker agents.
All right. Agent's turn now. So now, after these people fell to street level, just everybody's screaming, just like running away, like what the hell's going on? And there's this like one of the college students that exited the bars, all of a sudden just morphs. Turns
he's a
into
midget.
the midget turns into an agent.
Little agent.
You laugh when he's about to kill both of us.
Yep, right.
So he's not able to move, but he morphs into this person's body. He can move next time, and he just does a thing where he kind of cracks his neck.
So he's not shooting this turn?
Nope.
So I'm going to actually do something that probably will piss off the GM because it's going to be kind of off the rails. I'm going to try to duck into the nearest building, and as I do, like I have weave up on my shoulder, and I'm trying to run through the building, and I call the operator, and it's like, I need a new exit. I'm on ground level running away from the exit in question.
And he's like, "What the hell, Mendex? You're way off the grid. I'm showing your position almost 2.5 blocks away from that cell phone. I can do it, but it's going to take some time."
He's like,
Who
"What?
is with you?"
I'm carrying Weave. He's hurt. Just be ready for the other two. They're headed that way."
So you duck into it's like a 24-hour fitness, okay?
Okay. All right.
That would have came in handy earlier.
You have like you have an assault rifle. You're carrying some guy with a Dell strapped to his back over your, and like the person handing out towels in the front just looks at you and drops her smoothie. It just spills everywhere.
Not looking for a treadmill, and she just like sprints past.
Okay. Do you want to do a leadership check?
Yeah.
If you're successful, I'll let him have one body chip back.
Oh my God.
That's success.
Oh yeah, I guess on the skill. I just saw 6 and 5. I saw 6 and 5, and I was just like, "Fuck."
So he's barely conscious.
Leading people.
Wheeze comes to, barely conscious, and you look around, you see a bunch of treadmills, and you're slung over Mendex's back.
Damn, man, this ain't what I thought heaven would look like, to be honest.
And she says, "Just shut up. We're getting out of here. Hopefully."
And I'm going to count that as your action this round
Oh yeah.
for both of you. And I think that's everybody, right?
Yeah.
All right. PC's up again then.
T-Flow.
Can we go in any order? Because maybe we should go first, because we're the most fucking in trouble. Yeah.
Any order.
I would request that we, at least one of us goes first. If I'm still carrying him, then I'll keep
Still
hustling.
carrying him for right now, but
Yeah, then I'm just going to keep hustling
I mean, I'm
through the
waiting.
building. Try to get out of here. I don't know where here is, but, you know. Through the building so we're easier hid.
okay.
Drop
why
me
don't
down,
you do-
Dex. I can move. Shit.
Why don't you do? You're thinking on your feet. You're really being a leader, doing another leadership.
All right. That's better.
All right, cool. So as you're doing it, all right, this is your operator. I'm zeroing in on one. I have one in the building. You need to go. Just survive. Survive in the next minute, and then I'll get you out of there.
She's like, yeah, no shit. And just hustling with him. She's like, are you sure you can run and keep up? I don't want to have to pick you up again. You Nancy boy.
Oh shit, no promises, but my legs feel pretty good right now.
And she kind of like lets him off her shoulder as she's running.
So you guys go in there, and you guys hide the best you can.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Do you want to take any specific actions, Wheeze?
Is there anything I could plug this? I don't even know how I could put hacking to use here.
Shut the doors, lock them.
Yeah, if I could get into any, if there's any kind of port nearby and I could hack into the building and do some shit, I'd like to.
Like the front desk computer or something.
Yeah, you can just like knock the girl out of the way and be like, "Give me your key card."
Hey, lady, give me that card, please, before I use this on you. And I point my pistol out, obviously.
And she's shaking, and she gives you her swipe card so you can swipe into the system.
Sweet, thanks. And I'm just gonna start fucking with that and see what I can do, I guess.
All right. Yep.
Oh, you guys got theft shutters? Hell yeah!
Yep. We all start to go down, and like everybody's trying to leave the area, like running and screaming, and the door you hear this like an electronic lock.
Yeah, everybody just gather up on the doors. You'll be fine, I promise, okay? Good stuff. And just go over to them, and we need to go fucking hide like a fucking closet.
And so the agent just walks down the street, just like, you know, nothing's going on. And there's people running past him. And every once in a while, somebody will get in his way. And he'll just take his pistol, just like boom, 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 just dropping people left and right. Eventually, he gets to the door. And from where you guys are hidden, you can see like the doorknob kind of jiggle as he tries to force it open. It's obviously locked. So he's going to start trying to knock it down. So you can see these metal indentations just as he's just punching the thing, okay? It slowed him down a little bit, but after a few seconds, the door just blows inward, shatters a treadmill, and in the doorway, surrounded by smoke, you see the agent. All right, the scene goes back up to the rooftops.
I'm gonna run up. Okay.
So Mudge is going to kind of get T-Flow's attention. He's going to pull 2 frag grenades from his trench coat. He's going to show it around, smile, pop the pins, and he says, "Run." The idea is that Mudge is going to drop them where he is, not actually throw them, and he's going to run because he's expecting the agent to follow.
I love it. I love it.
Now he's got a bigger thing to jump.
Yeah. Oh, he's a fucking agent, so.
All right. So you going to drop those or you going to move?
Yeah, so I want to drop them and move in a way that both T-Flow and me can kind of. Basically, we are baiting the agent to follow us, but he's going to basically follow into the frag grenades that have just been dropped on the ground.
Okay, so do your athletics.
Awesome.
Yeah, I can see that because those things are usually they seem like very cocky, right? So
Yeah, so just basically go across this building right there.
All right.
First.
See how far you go.
Okay, cool. Here we go. Athletics.
nice.
Skill. I passed the skill.
That's what you need to do. So you go here, you jump over this little chasm, land on the other side.
And the frag grenades are on that floor where I was agent to drop right on top of it.
So
Okay.
what you just left them like you left them laying here, right?
Correct, but the pins are all off. They're armed and they're ready to.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
gotcha,
just
gotcha. He doesn't know
waiting
that.
for-
Okay, good.
He doesn't know that. Yeah.
So
And
this is
I-
going to be his turn. So the agent is going to run to the edge. Let's see what his check is.
Knowing our luck, he would fail and fall to the bottom and be like,
The same result at that point, eh? I mean,
Double
well,
success.
not for them probably.
Which double success kind of works against him in this instant. He lands exactly where he wants to, right? But then, what I want you to do is you can either use Gunfu or Throne.
Uh-huh.
I want to see what you get. I'm going to add an extra skill success onto whatever you get.
Awesome. I'm going to use my gun food. Here we go. Come on. Yeah.
Oh, bye bye.
1, 2,
I think
3.
one of those grenades was a rocket.
He gets 1, 2.
rolling like weave.
That'd be 3 damage. He gets blown back and catches himself by one hand over the edge. He's hanging.
Awesome.
Now I'm gonna roll athletics to see if he can hold a grip. Matrix success. He can.
He can. But that's good enough.
That should give you guys good enough to get away, I would think.
So that-
Stomp his feet and run. Stomp his hand and run
Yeah.
away.
Stand over top of him, put your boot in his foot and squirm, push down.
I'd be afraid to stand over top of him before I might grab you and throw you down.
That would be such a movie thing to do. Put your heel into his foot and like you're like putting out a cigarette and
yeah, but what
reaches
happens
up
every
and
time you talk shit to somebody, when they're not doing something happens.
oh, that's what I mean. I mean, it would be like bad
Yeah.
things, right, for
Like-
you.
Darth Maul was doing it, and look what happened to him.
Yep.
Got turned into fucking red sushi.
It's 1 a.m. T-Flow. What you gonna do?
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run up to him, and I want to throw up my foot and bring the heel down on his hand.
You still have some body chips. You have
Yes.
5 body chips.
Oh yeah, I'll use that shit.
How many will you use? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I get you. Don't I just need one?
You can use as many as you want.
Well, they give you extra success for each one you use. So
Yeah.
Not Matrix, but success, all the same.
and you have like you're not going to be hurt if you send them to the street, obviously.
I'll use 2. Let's see what happens.
How many do you
You do.
spend?
Two.
2.
So two.
Good choice. You gonna roll your kung fu?
Yeah.
So that's 3 successes.
Yes.
2. All right.
No double. Oh no.
That's enough.
Yeah, he already.
He only had 1 left.
Yep.
How are you gonna send him down?
He's going to see my face pop over the edge, I'm going to do basically just do a little rock out symbol and then poke through his glasses into his eyes.
Awesome.
He's like, ah! So he moves his hand to cover his eyes and just falls.
Balls.
You see like just slow motion, and like at street level, there's a taxi down there, and just through the roof of the taxi, this guy just
He did the curly and Mo, and then realized he was holding the edge of the building.
Not very smart for a computer, is he?
Y2K.
Top of the next round, good guys are up.
Oh fuck! I guess.
Motherfucker, have our access point yet? Come on,
Oh.
Tank.
He does. This is the next round.
I flee as. I mean, actually, I won't leave. Wheeze. So
He goes, Mendax, this is the operator. I got your access point.
And where is it?
You're not going to like it. Or maybe you will. But it's in the women's locker room.
It's just like, whatever. How do I get there?
He's like, to your left, there's going to be a door. Use your card to swipe through that door, make another left, and then go into the bathroom. There's a hardwired phone there. I don't know why it's in the toilet, but it's there.
She looks at she looks at Wheeze and she's like, "Go."
You better be right behind me, I'm telling you. I'm dipping. Just swipe that. And wait by the door.
Alright, so you make it to the phone. Are you going to exit?
If she's with me, yeah.
I can't go until my turn, I assume.
Nope. Agent's going to enter next.
I'll go. I mean, I'm believing that she's gonna follow me, so we'll see. And then I'm gonna get as soon as I fucking jack out, I'm gonna jack out in the women's restroom. I'm gonna watch Tank to make sure everybody gets out.
Let's see.
If I can assist at all from that area, I will, but I doubt I can.
So the agent, while this is happening, just kind of walks into the first area where like the treadmills are and stuff. He points his gun to the left, blows the brains out of the receptionist,
Oh my god.
and he's like, I should have asked her where they went.
Jesus fucking Christ, that's dark.
So he starts scanning the area. Up over her head, Mendex sees a light switch. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you get to this light switch, it's going to buy you time.
Okay. Not doing well on these rolls. Finally.
Stop talking shit.
So you can get to the light switch, and then it gets you time to get to.
Yeah, she turns it fucking off.
So as the lights go off, this agent just starts firing blankly into the dark rooms. Slow motion. You see Mendax running. There's slow motion bullets, like whizzing past her. She ducks into a door. She sees Weave there waiting for her. And then what happens?
She looks at him and she's like, "Let's get the fuck out of here."
Phone in hand immediately out.
You see them disappear. There's a phone just hanging there. Tiflo and Mudge.
Okay, so Mudge is basically going to go running across and try and get down to this blue square.
Athletics.
God, please don't fail.
Skill
You
set.
made it. You made it.
Awesome.
So he runs. He lands. He feels his ankle turn. A lot of pain in his right ankle, but he maintains his stance, and he's at the phone.
I'm going to wait there for Tiflo to arrive.
All right, he's waiting. Okay, he's waiting.
I'm gonna follow Mudge's footsteps.
Athletics. Ooh.
Alright, so what happens? How far do I get? Do I fall?
Body
You don't
chip.
fall. You don't fall, but you get to about right here.
Alright.
Just the next building.
Oh shit.
All right. PCs are up again.
It's just those two. We're gone.
Screaming like T-Flow, where the f-? And I'm gonna wait again for T-Flow.
You're gonna wait still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like delaying or what? Just have T-Flow go first.
Yeah, T-Flow go first. Like, I'm just shouting out. I'm not taking any move.
Can I use what is it? The body chip? There we go.
Yep.
Move that soon, then I'll roll again.
So that's 2 successes. So you
All
can
right,
get to the phone.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Got the
plop
phone?
down right next to you.
Are you gonna go in?
Mudge is next to it, and I'm staring at him.
Okay, and at this point, since T-Flow is right next to me, I go with the jack up.
And I follow unless something stops me.
Oh, you can go in. I kind of played that wrong. I'm in turns. It's fine.
Okay. Wasn't sure if it was gonna be like he's gonna take his face off. It's Mr. Smith.
You guys exit the Matrix.
Yeah.
Until next time.
That was awesome.
Thank you for playing.
Thank you for having us.